No portion of this program may be
Are you
reproduced without
me or what?
I was telling Chris, I can just see you spinning up there. Rolling your eyes.
The best talent. You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM, Miami,
And you're not coming back for the Panthers.
Maybe I can help.
You're out.
560 WQAM presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk to Neil, dial 560.
What an ass kisser, Rimmer. Calling up the little dog there and
call
peeing on his leg.
877-785-NEIL.
Send him one of those golf clubs.
On your AT&T and Verizon wireless phones. The opinions expressed by Neil, his guests, or his callers do not represent those of WQAM management, staff, or sponsors. No. Now, The Neil Rogers Show.
Meeting this morning or what?
560 WQAM.
All right. Welcome back to the return of the Mo Howard and David Show. With none other than my most hated colleague, Geldy.
Hi!
I'd like to thank everyone for the massive letter-writing campaign to get me back on the air. You know, what do you want, Mullethead? Can't you see I'm talking over here?
Yeah, but we're really not on the air.
Well, what about the letter-writing campaign? I mean, there were letters by the thousands.
I told you not to use the same return address.
I didn't use mine.
Yeah, but they returned them all to me, you bastard!
Yes, you're right. And that Jax guy is still on the air. He absconded my giggy, and he never got raped.
Yeah, that's right. He never...
My outfit.
Hey, where you going?
Hey, old longy, what do you require of me? I require you take off those gangster pants. Now, wait a minute. Okay. Now, bend over. Yeah, now, who the hell? I said bend over. No. You got it all wrong. Okay. You go home, then I go do. You ready? Okay. Boom. Boom.
All right. What is that? Woo. So Rimmer, and of course I'm sure we got Joe talking about hockey, you know. Nobody in this market cares about hockey. Don't you understand that, Rimmer, after all those horrible shows you forced us to do? Oh, my God.
If it's free, it's me.
Christ. Like a death wish. We just had the worst book in the history of this radio station, I believe. Certainly my worst in 100 years. And just what we need is somebody starting us talk. Let's talk hockey and some horse racing. That should do it. That should finish us off. By the way, Jolly Joe said you owe Jerks an apology for the bad number we had last week.
I do? For the crappy lead-in?
For the bad lead-in, yeah.
You better own that one, buddy.
What?
I wasn't on that whole last book. Maybe, 1 week of it, maybe?
It's all right. You still take the blame, though.
I know.
Right, Chris?
That's all right. That's part of my job. As a matter of fact, we were talking about that. That's going to be in my contract.
And what is that?
If a dog farts the wrong flavor in another county, it's my fault.
WQAM, hello. Our first call of the day, and there was nobody on there. Was there?
I didn't know. I didn't see nothing.
What do you mean you didn't see nothing? It was ringing, I punched up line 6 like that, and there was nothing on there. There wasn't even a dial tone at that point. 5670560, we're back with calls on the show, baby, and we are kicking big smelly ass, let me tell you right now. This is our 4th day. Do you think they can keep it up through the rest of the week, today and tomorrow?
Sure, we can do it.
Here's the lineup, man. It is really something. We can't use the word on the air. We got the Jerk Show 2 to 4. Mad Dog 4 to 7. We got no 10-minute Marlin commercial tonight. 6:50. I guess they're not playing tonight. Is that the deal?
No, they are.
Well, how come we don't have that? Oh, it's later on?
No, it should be regular 7 o'clock. They're playing home.
Well, then how come we don't have the 6:50 Marlin pregame commercial block?
I will try to find
out. With Jesse Agler. Yeah, find out from Clarence, okay? Kick him in the nuts if you can find any. Then we got Hurricane Hotline at 7. High School Gridiron Report at 8. And then the DA show following those 2 hours of absolute dead air. Wow. We got some crap on here or what? Yeah, we apologize, jerks, for the bad lead in this last book. That Jolly Joe. Ho, ho, ho. What a comic. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, we had a little conference this morning with Chris Jones.
Yes,
he sounded like he was a little bit off mic, you know. He didn't seem like he really wanted to be there. Our sales mangler. And Duff, she was there.
You fairy.
And Jolly Joe with his polyester slacks. WQAM, hello.
Eddie Arnold's dead. He's dead. Eddie Arnold's dead.
So is Nelson Eddy. WQAM, hello.
Get out of the way.
Oh, they're playing those tapes again at George.
Oh, no.
Is that what that was?
I don't know.
And we don't care.
No.
WQAM, Nutline, hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Okay, sir.
I have to thank you for one of your promotions there, the golf club. I got it the other day, and it
Get out of here. You got that?
works fantastic.
Yeah.
I've already have 2 nicknames for her. One's the...
Yeah, okay, good. Sounds like you're peeing in the phone now. Go pee in the golf club, not on the phone. Schmuck. 5670560, off to a tremendous start today. This is the bread and butter, meat and potatoes. I sure hope Rimmer don't call. He's over
I bet you he will. You want me to arrange it? I got his
No,
number.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I just got through seeing them not that long ago, and we had nice lunch, and everything was fine, and I'm trying to remember who paid, who bought lunch. Got away pretty cheap, though. It was just the pickle barrel. It was cheap. It wasn't like tonight, like Morton's Steakhouse or Ruth Chris or something like that. It wasn't one of those really high-priced meals that I'm usually forced to pay for because somebody is really, really Canadian and cheap. Now, I don't know if you're aware of it, but he was born in Toronto. He was originally Canuck, and then he gave that up to become an American, eh? So that explains the cheap thing, the cheap factor. Cheap, which once upon a time, I guess, was pretty funny, you know, the first 600 times. Anybody care about Doug McLean?
No.
No, nobody cares. Nobody knows who that is. Nobody remembers, and except for the fact he's got a potty mouth, and Marty Huizenga didn't like it.
I remember him.
I don't really care whether you remember him or not. The audience does not. They don't know.
I'm sure
they don't want to know. It's hockey, baby. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. I'm not...
WQAM, hello.
I guess it was pretty funny. Hey, Neil.
Yes.
How you doing?
Okay.
I just wanted to say a couple things. I don't know if... I love hockey personally, and...
No, we're not talking about it, though.
Okay, that's fine. You can talk about it to me. Never mind. Okay, my second thing is, who's your favorite Jew?
Who's my favorite Jew?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, you would be on the poll. Jesus would be on the poll. Adam Sandler, Beastie Boys, you know. Our favorite Jews.
How about Al Goldstein?
Hey, he would be on the which Jew?
Yeah. How about who's your favorite goy? How do you like that one, huh? Who's your favorite goy? Who's your favorite anti-Semite? Who's your favorite racist? 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular wireless line. What did you think about that idea?
Sounds great.
Certainly better than a lot of Charlie B's, I'll tell you that. It's better than what's your favorite sandwich filling. I was thinking that maybe Footy and Mike Disney have the same nose. Maybe it's like interchangeable,
Really?
you know? Yeah. It glows in the dark.
Yeah, looks like a road map.
And maybe that's why Disney got all those wired diaries for Hot 105 and the coast. It's 84 along the coast. Oh, my God.
I was getting a haircut yesterday, and they had the coast on with our old friend Kenny Walker hosting the coast.
That's what put them over the top, man. They got Kenny Walker on there puking out the hits. Oh,
and
yeah.
They were playing the most
god
god-awful, old, stodgy music, and I can't.
Really?
So, yeah, it continues to be a
Not
mystery.
Michael Bolton and Gloria Estefan again.
Not
that
per se, but along those lines. Yeah.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, I'd like to get a message to the great one.
WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, sorry about that book, man.
Yeah, we are too.
Thanks for the tickets, by the way. That should help you get more listeners giving out the tickets again. I want to thank you guys for that. And hey, congratulations on renewing the contract. The numbers go down. I guess the pay goes down, but hey, just to keep you on the air, I'll take it. Thank you.
Okay. WQAM, hello.
Yes, sir. Hey, that book, man.
Uh-oh. The radio cranked way up. Yes, sir.
Uncle Neil?
Yes, I am.
Oh, hi, Uncle Neil. Listen, it's great to talk to you. I just wanted to say I'm very relieved this morning with the
news, hopefully, that Miss Hillary may be dropping out soon. The thought of McCain running against these guys and possibly winning is absolutely terrifying. I think that they need to start ganging up on this guy and open some eyes here. And if they can get Barack Obama to do that right away, that would be great.
Get that bitch out of the way already, okay? It's over, honey. It's all over.
Exactly. And the last thing I'll say is I don't like Keith Olbermann because he's sarcastic. Bye, Uncle Neil.
Oh, yeah, that was a great call yesterday. I don't know what the news, I don't like Joe Scarborough, I can't handle him, and I don't like the news at night, and who do you watch? Well, he's, oh, brother. In fact, speaking of Joe Scarborough, who's a real jackass and got a personality like a dead man, NBC business analyst Mark Haynes delivered the economic news on MSNBC, then asked host Joe Scarborough to explain why Hillary Clinton has been given more credit for narrowly winning the primary in Indiana, where some early polls had showed Obama leading. Scarborough explained that Clinton failed to meet recent expectations, and that, just as with corporate earnings statements, that's what counts. You don't want this to end, do you? Haynes asked in conclusion. Of course not, Scarborough replied. I want the stone street-fighting man played in the background while I monitor the streets of Denver with tear gas. The ghost of Abby Hoffman rising up over the auditorium. Yeah, baby, I want to fight on both sides, he said. Joe Scarborough, real jackass. A Florida jackass, no less. A pasty-faced goofball with no voice, no personality, nothing to say. A Republican pretending, in drag, pretending to be like moderate, unbiased, whatever, like that. You know Joe Scarborough? I bet you don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he's on there.
He's a goofball, another one talking.
Scarborough Country, I wouldn't watch that crap.
Oh, no, he's on Morning Joe now.
Oh, whatever.
They keep moving the pieces around because Dan Abrams has got a big ego, and he's in charge of programming now at MSNBC. And other than Olbermann, they got nothing on the air that anybody would watch, including Harbaugh with Chris Matthews and Politics. The Politics Fix. A guy who can't tell you. And if Howard Feynman don't get a new wig or something, my God, what is wrong with that child? Wouldn't you think that a Jewish guy would go on the air with a little bit better looking hairpiece than that? Jews with bad wigs.
I was just going to say.
Yeah. Oh. But I still think that Louis Rukeyser, and I'm sure he was Jewish, he had that George Washington powdered wig. Whoever heard of such a thing? Isn't that a little bit anachronistic? Yeah, just a tad. How's Tad Foote doing, by the way? Is he Tad Footin'?
All over the place.
And Donna Shalala over there at UM? You can't spell scum without UM. Oh, you can't say that! I just did.
Careful.
What?
About them words.
Well, that's right. Maybe that's on the list, scum.
Yeah.
It's in the bag.
Baby.
12 minutes after 10 at 560 WQAM.
Neil got out! WQAM, where the faggot is.
STD-laden strip joints. Approved by Joyce. Fart sounds. Rejected by Joyce. Online gambling scams. Approved by Joyce. Words containing the word bag. Rejected by Joyce. Erectile dysfunction spots. Resoundingly approved by Joyce. Tuba sounds resembling fart sounds. Rejected by Joyce. Blatant sports-related faggery and sports show hosts encouraging kids to rob liquor stores. Happily approved by Joyce. Fart sounds. Rejected by Joyce.
Who never farted in her life, that bitch. 1017. Maybe that's where Rimmer is over there. He's in Naples. Maybe he's having lunch with Joyce today.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, she deserves it.
Yeah, that's right. I never thought about that. Payback is a bitch, honey.
You bet.
She's buying.
So
you don't know it yet. She's buying. Here's the poll so far today. Should Obama offer Hillary the vice presidential spot on the Democratic ticket? 1,142 vote already, Chris. That's pretty...
He's not in the studio at the moment.
Why is that?
I have no idea. I have an idea, though.
What do you mean by that?
I think you guessed it. Either that or he's talking to one of the engineers. Who knows?
Anyway, no way. She's poisoned, 589. 51.5% say keep that bitch off the ticket. She's poisoned. Yes, guaranteed winning ticket, 307. Don't care, 131. Don't know, 115. I don't know nothing, is what they're saying. I don't know, and of course...
I have no line.
That, too. Don't forget to join George this Saturday for the grand reopening of the Fort Lauderdale CompUSA at wherever that is, 2 to 4 p.m. Come for great deals on electronics, software, and accessories, and enjoy hourly giveaways, and take advantage of unadvertised specials. CompUSA at 1740 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. CompUSA is back, and George will see you there Saturday, 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Also... I keep looking at this childish scrawling by Clarence, and I look at it and I think to myself, this is something. WQAM, Bruce Rossmeyer, Harley Davidson, and South Day Dodge presents the 105 Days of Harley. You could be one of 56 winners of a 2008 Harley Davidson motorcycle. To register, go to any Bruce Rossmeyer or South Day Dodge showroom at Hooters location or log on to WQAM.com. You can do it. You can register right on there, WQAM.com. Or also we'll have our Neil Deal at noon today. Barack Obama's march toward the Democratic presidential nomination picked up support from 4 more superdelegates yesterday, pushing him ever closer to victory over Swillery. She added 2 superdelegates herself in what's become the last big contest as their race winds toward a finish. There are just 217 delegates to be chosen in the final 6 primaries. Neither candidate can win enough of them to claim final victory. Meanwhile, 265 additional delegates, the party elders and other superdelegates, have yet to be claimed, and their support will be the deciding factor. Though Obama padded his delegate lead in Tuesday's primaries, most uncommitted superdelegates still want to remain on the sidelines. The Associated Press interviewed more than 70 undeclared superdelegates or representatives Wednesday. Many said they don't want to get involved until the voting ends June 3rd. However, the comments of some of the uncommitteds were anything but encouraging for Swillery. I'm just wondering about the viability of Clinton's campaign at this point, said Lori Weekey, an add-on delegate from New Mexico. I just really want to hear more about if she wants to stay in the race if the reason remains very concrete. Yeah, put her in concrete, Swillery. Along with, what's his name? Jimmy Hoffa. You think he's in concrete?
Yeah.
In the Meadowlands?
That sounds good to me.
Pennsylvania Representative Mike Doyle said Clinton's pitch to superdelegates has been that she can win the popular vote, but that was undercut when Obama netted more than 200,000 popular votes in the Tuesday contests. The math got very tough for her after last night, Doyle said. I think most of us out of respect for her are content to wait a little longer. The absolute best way for this to end is for the candidates to win it, not the superdelegates. That's the ending we all dream about every night. That's what they dream about, is that the bitch would drop out, make it less painful for everybody concerned. Look at that phone, baby. It's on fire. It's flaming. Woo. Is what it is. Flaming. 5670560. Come on, we're going to do this phone thing every day. They got to get back in the swing of it. Now, what do we got? How many votes do we need before we switch the poll? You got 1143 on there already. What about 1200?
Okay.
Does that sound acceptable to you?
Yeah, sure.
Because the poll for tomorrow really blows. I like Who's Your Favorite Jew better than the one I got on there for tomorrow.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
No, not at all.
Who's your favorite Jew? Who's your least favorite Jew? Who's the best goy on the face of the earth?
Who's your favorite Farbissina Goyim?
Yeah, who's your favorite Farbissina goy? Is it Reverend Wright? Is it Reverend Hagee? Is it Pat Robertson?
So many Goyim.
All these Goyim. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
Neil, about the low ratings, why didn't George or the people around you tell you that the reading was a bad idea? I mean, imagine if Howard Stern would just all of
let me say this to you, sir. Let me say this to you. In the fall book, we were number 1. We had an 8 share. Are you listening?
He hung up.
Oh, he hung up. He ran away. He ran away. Why didn't George tell you the reading was a bad idea?
My bad.
That's
right.
Hey, Neil. I've only been reading bedtime stories for, about 85 years now?
Do me a favor, would you? Do the show the way I want you to do it.
Yeah, that's right. George is the one that's going to dictate how I do the show.
Like Zach.
There's another great conversationalist right there. Another brilliant conversationalist. Yeah, it was the bedtime stories. That's why we had a bad book. That's why Mandich had a bad book, too, because Neil was reading bedtime stories. The whole station was in the tank. Don't you understand, sir? The whole rating period was bogus. Hot 105 and the coast, my fat ass, okay? My big, fat, pimply, smelly ass. And all these programming experts, well, if you'd have done this, bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bop, yeah, everybody's an expert. In the meantime, they're listening every minute of every day. I could be sitting on here making farting sounds. Ooh, that was just a raspberry. Just slipped out. In fact, you know something? If I were sitting here making farting sounds, we'd be doing a lot better. Joyce.
Yeah.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
I took your recommendation. I rented Network, and that's a timeless movie. It holds true today what it did 30 years ago. I mean, Peter Finch's rant.
I'm not going to take this anymore. Oh!
And also the executive at the end, the guy that was in Deliverance, gives a heck of a speech. That's
Ned
also
Beatty.
timeless. What's his name?
Ned Beatty.
Oh, yeah, he says the world is not about...
The world is a business, Mr. Beale, and of course that's absolutely correct.
I know, incredible stuff.
It's about oil and war and all of these things. That's what the world is all about.
Yeah, there's no nations. There's AT&T, IBM,
Right.
And an updated version would be Halliburton.
Exxon.
But and one final question, Neil. I just got back to listening to you for the last couple of years. You're being censored, right? Because I haven't heard the Scottish guy anymore.
You won't hear that anymore. Of course we're being censored. What do you mean by that?
I thought my radio had a governor on it or something. I don't know.
That's right.
But all right, that's too bad. I mean,
and the governor, by the way, is gay. Just in case you hadn't noticed. Have a great day, pal.
You too, Neil. Bye.
Am I being censored? I mean, are you kidding me? We're doing the show with our hands and legs tied behind our back, and still we got somebody listening out there.
It's amazing.
Am I being censored? This is the era in which we live, sir. There is no more free speech. There's no more even humorous speech, even if it's intended for humor. No, you can't do that.
Hey, laughter is bad. Stop trying to get people to laugh.
Everything is bad, man. Everything is evil. Everything is sub rosa. We've got all the self-appointed censors out there, all the super moralists. Oh, my God, he was making fart sounds on the air, excretory activity. Oh, my, like that. And so we do the best we can. So all these instant programming experts out there, I wonder what they would be doing, all these geniuses.
I don't know.
WQAM, hello.
Neil, how about who's your favorite comic?
No, it sure ain't you. QAM, hello.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Okay, sir.
I have a question for you. When you're going to be at your appearance next week, are you going to be doing pictures and autographs for us?
Yes.
You are? This is great.
Why is that great?
Well, because it's been a long time since you've been out in public around here.
Yeah.
Well, then you ought to do this more often.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Why?
Because people like you are going to show up.
Oh, come on. You don't even know me.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you want an autographed picture for? What are you going to do with it? You going to frame it?
No, I'm not going to frame it, but you're a legend. I mean, wouldn't you like to? You're kind of like a Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
You got to have those, it's kind of like a memory. So when you're long and gone, I mean, that's it. You got, you'll have something to remember about. I had my picture with Neil Rogers, the god of radio.
Yeah. In other words,
I have no life.
No, come on, you do have a life. Let me ask you a question.
I have no life.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you.
I have no life.
If that's going to be the highlight of your life, is you got your picture taken with me.
It's not the highlight of my life. I did have my picture taken with the governor one time. Not George Bush, Jeb Bush.
Oh, well, that tells everybody to stay away. Stay the hell away from me. If you had your picture taken with fat-ass Jeb, just stay the hell away from me. Wow. I don't want to smell you. I don't want to know you. I don't want the taint to rub off. Taint what I had in mind. Yeah, next, and we're really doing a hell of a promotional job, too, on my appearance. It's only a week from Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, you think we can promote it on your website? How about if we promote it on the show? How if we promote it on the air, okay? Jesus, God almighty. And like I told you yesterday, your little buddy Flea there that you think is a real maven. He may be a really nice guy and making you a few bucks, which we all appreciate very much, but he is just...
Well, he's got a press release out, and I think we do
mention every update.
Yeah. Just because you don't listen to the rest of the station.
Mention every update to that what?
Come see Neil Rogers. First appearance in years.
And how many years is that?
I don't know, you tell me. They started out, I think, by saying 17.
What these people know about me and this show and where I've appeared, they wouldn't...
The biggest names.
Come on, tell us, Neil. Tell us.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain being chopped to bits by a finely honed meat cleaver. This is your brain in a blender. And this is your brain being stirred into a big pot of chili. Brains. Real food for real people.
When it's time to make some change, pennies for Rimmer. He's so cheap it drives you insane. Pennies for Rimmer. When he sees the check coming, he'll start to run. For a fringe meal, he'll start funning like a Munzer schmuck. In Jeff's wallet it contains Neil's phone number. If he wants the juicy steak, he knows the tab is covered. So when it comes to supper and he knows that it's free, bring your pennies for him because he's so cheap. When it's time to make some change, pennies for Rimmer. Make sure your pockets contain pennies for Rimmer. You'll spend a fortune schlepping this guy around. Make sure that your wallet is upside down. If you say that you can't pay, then Jeff won't bother. But he'll be your friend all day for around $60. So if you want this guy to go out with you to eat, bring your pennies for him, cause it's your treat. So if you don't mind buying, then check again. Just name the place and it'll be right there. The tip's inside the doggy bag to go. Bring your pennies for river coffee. It's so cheap.
10:34, 26 till 11 at 560 WQAM. Man, the phone's just spastic today. Every time we go into a break, see, if we really are going to make this work, they have to keep smoking the whole time, right?
Right.
The audience. It sounds to me like maybe they are. 1163 on your poll, and they don't want no Hillary on the ticket. 52% say she is poison. Poison. The whole concept, the idea that he would offer it to her is just, to me, so ridiculous. Do you think he's going to offer it to her?
No. He ain't that crazy.
I mean, after they slimed and...
Right, exactly. No,
she did all the Republican dirty work, although in retrospect, since he's come out, standing up, in retrospect, maybe it's not so bad, because he proved that he can take not only a punch, he can take every low blow, every bunch of dirty crap thrown at him, and still, be heads and shoulders above her. And, of course, John McCain goes without saying. One thing about the difference between Barack Obama and John McCain, Obama is alive. That's one of the differences. 5670560, pound 560 in the Verizon Singular wireless lines. Your take on the big sales meeting this morning with Chris Jones and Joe Bell. Mm-hmm. That was, and Muff was in there too. In fact, he was the only one that had any idea what was going on, which I thought was most interesting. WQAM, hello. Joyce. I could tell by the tenor of the, yeah.
By the timbre?
The timbre, yeah. That was Joyce. Are we like on a 5-hour delay today or what? Or are we done with the calls? Maybe it was only just a 1-week thing,
Maybe.
Oh, and that jerk that called about, well, can you imagine if Howard Stern was reading? Let me say this to you, okay? Howard Stern was chased off of terrestrial radio because of all the censorship and the FCC fines, sir. And speaking of reading, I could be wrong, but it seems to me that when we carried the Stern show, the last, God only knows how long, Robin was on there reading the news. On and on and on, and reading all those bedtime. Anything else, Robin? Anything else? Am I right, or did I just make that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And, of course, a lot of us could be on satellite radio were it not for the fact that Howard Stern and Mel Carbison want to hop up all the money, and in the meantime, while they're losing their ass, and all the rest, anybody else who's working on there is working for peanuts. The fact that Bubba the Love Sponge had to go back and do 2 shifts, he had to go back to terrestrial radio and do both to make a living, satellite and terrestrial radio. What does that tell you about how much they're paying?
A lot.
Because Howard's got a big ego, and he needs that $50 million a year or whatever it is. He's got a big ego to feed. And a big nose.
And a big mouth.
WQAM, hello.
Neil, that's the photo shoot.
What is it? What is it, Reverend Schmuck? WQAM, hello. QAM.
Yeah. I don't want to really go on the air. I just wanted to get, you had a promotion or had an advertisement a couple of minutes ago about a Harley Davidson promotion.
Yeah.
And there's something about going on the QAM website. Where would I go if I wanted to sign up for it?
WQAM.com.
No, I'm on there. I couldn't find it on the website. That's why I wasn't sure where to look.
We'll find out. Keep listening. We'll let you know. I have no idea. You know where to go? Tell them where to go.
Yeah. Is that a setup or what?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to look at it right now. Okay.
Right-hand side.
It's on the what?
On the right-hand side, it says QAM contests. I'm going to assume it's the one that says 105 Days of Harley.
Where do you see that?
All right, the right-hand side? Right now, like at the very top, it says Big Dog, then it says Interviews, Elections 2008. Right under Elections 2008, it says QAM Contests.
Oh, yeah, QAM Contests. And the very first one there says Toyota.
And the one under it is 105 Days of Harley.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Boy, in very tiny print in 105 Days of Harley. You click on that, baby. I clicked on it. Register here. There you go. Thank you, Chris. See, Chris is on top of this crap.
Yeah.
They don't tell us any of these things because we don't want to make it too easy for the audience. We want to make it like an adventure, An adventure. We want to make it like a 40-stage process to make sure not too many pain-in-the-ass people get involved.
Well, it keeps them on the website longer.
Yeah, that's right. QAM, hello.
You bring back little Tommy.
WQAM, hello. QAM, hello. Hola.
Yeah, hey. It's a great day in the morning.
Yeah.
Neil Rogers is on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, why is it that Saturday Night Live, I'm going to take a pause here, can do a sofa, pause, king skit for 5 minutes?
Because they don't work for Beasley Broadcasting, that's why, because Joyce isn't censoring everything they can do. Why can they fart on Sesame Street?
That's exactly,
well, you got the answer, okay? You're just beating a dead horse, man. It's not going to change. Oh, now that you got the new deal, Neil, does that mean you're going to get all your material back? No, of course not. Seriously, some of you people are like delusional. I don't know what you're thinking about. I'm doing the best I can under impossible circumstances, and we got fat-ass Jolly Joe in there doing sit-down comedy this morning with Chris Jones, who didn't want to even be in the room. That was obvious. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I want to go back to North Carolina. It's so fine in North Carolina. The term drooling Yahoo comes to mind every time I just think about that child. I haven't thought about him in a very long time. And then this morning, he was so far off mic. Has he ever seen a microphone before? Does he know where to stick that?
I kept pointing at it, but
I thought it was good when he tried to pee in it. Was good.
Biggest names.
The best talent. Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Of exploding balls.
Well, I was shopping at the store for some food. Buying groceries never felt so good. Too bad I didn't know my credit was waxed. Store security was breached and their database got hacked. C-R-A-P, that spells me. My credit is crap.com, baby. I'm as screwed as I can be. Thought about killing myself, maybe. Now instead of eating good and getting fat, my identity was stolen and now my life is just crap. C-R-A-P, that spells me. My credit is crap.com, baby.
1044. I'm voting for Mo from 2 to 4. That's what we need to turn the place back around. Let's get the Mo man back. What do you say? Let's
do it.
A couple of doys, and I think we'll be right back on track. Oh, happy 60th anniversary to Israel for all you Zionists. 5670560 pound 5. Yeah, happy birthday to the Israelis. Okay, and they got all the jets up there. They're dropping a few nukes on Saudi Arabia and on all those Harbison Muslims.
Occupied territories.
Mm-hmm. All those evil doers, baby. All those Getchkis all the time. The Jewish Getchkis and the Muslim Getchkis and the Goyish Getchkis and whatever they are. Everybody's got their own brand of bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
Like us. WQAM, hello.
Neil Rogers, how are you?
Okay, sir, how are you?
Good. Can I change the subject for a second?
There is no subject. What's the subject?
2004 Stanley Cup quarterfinal.
WQAM, hello. All you have to do is think about hockey. You don't even have to say it, and you're going to be gone so fast, okay? See, that's why we take those polls. It's not that we don't already know it, but to have, like, tangible proof on there. What's the last thing that the audience wants to hear about hockey? So call up Rimmer, okay? We'll give you his hotel number in Naples. You can take him out to dinner, and he'll give you a whole seminar if you're buying. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular Wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I think it would be brilliant for him to offer her the vice presidential spot because it would just solidify his message of uniting the party and the country and everybody has to work together. But wouldn't you love to be there when he does it? And I can just hear that.
It's not going to happen.
You don't think he'll offer it to her?
No, I do not.
Why not?
Because he's too smart for that. What does he want to have? It would be like putting a human anchor around your neck. What does he want to do that for?
Well, I know that personally I feel the same way, but remember Reagan and Bush, how they were when they had their thing?
And Johnson and Kennedy, right? Well, guess what? This she ain't them.
Yeah, I could just hear her if he offered it to her. Oh, you think you thought you could do it without me? Go ahead, see how you can do without me. That's just the way she'd work it. But I think she'd rather be head of the president of the Senate or head of a committee than vice president.
She's not going to be. They hate her in the Senate. She's very much disliked by her Senate colleagues.
So Hillary's done, huh?
Well, she's in the Senate.
Who do you think Obama will pick?
I haven't got any idea.
Who would you like to see him pick?
Somebody said yesterday Bill Richardson. I think that's a good choice.
Definitely I agree.
Not John Edwards. Look what a great job he did for John Kerry.
Yeah, I'm thinking Richardson or, I don't know, I guess Gore wouldn't want to do it, but that would be a good pick, too.
Bobby Richardson would be good.
Yeah, even better.
See
Thanks,
now.
Neil.
Tony Kubek would be all right. He's still got that bad lump in his throat from getting hit in the throat. 1960 World Series, baby. Bad hop. The inarticulate, almost illiterate Tony Kubek. He became another broadcaster, by the way. He was part of the early days of the jockocracy, when every dumb jock all of a sudden became a broadcaster. George doesn't know about that, but it's been going on for a long time. Dizzy Dean may have been, well, he wasn't the first, but he was.
Who?
Dizzy Dean.
Never heard of him.
He slid into third base. He was illiterate. He was totally illiterate. That was his charm. He was totally illiterate. And he was on TV, on nationwide TV, on the Game of the Week every week. Dizzy Dean. And then, of course, it was Joe Doggiola. Get a check! Get a check! It's. I'm not saying everybody's got to be like some super egghead, especially not like that area Felching on CNN. But at least, you know, there's nothing wrong with having like a little bit of common sense, a little intelligence, a little articulateness. Why does America worship morons? Well, what is that all about?
Because they are. Because most of them are.
Oh, I see. Because they can relate to him like the president, for example. That's why he was so popular for a long time, because most of the public could relate to him. And he was even dumber than them, which made them feel better about themselves. WQAM, hello. QAM, hola.
I'm your favorite.
WQAM, hello.
What do you think about Barney Frank for the VP slot?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the Whisperer again. The Whisperer is back. I thought only little girls giggled, okay? 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular wireless line. Yeah, Barney Fag, that would be good. In fact, what a great ticket. Jew Lieberman and Barney Fag. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
I am a long-time listener, and I want to tell you that I can't even listen to the shows that I normally listen to, you and Randy and Stephanie Miller, and because I can't stand the Hillary bashing any longer.
Yeah.
And, you know...
So, in other words, you want me to give your opinion and not mine? Is that it?
No, but I'd like for you to remember, for you and for all the rest of the Obama supporters, to remember that about half of the Democrats who get out and vote, and the people who vote are the only ones who count, are supporting Hillary and think she...
And who are those people? A lot of white racists and a lot of old women.
Neil, I am not a racist because I support Hillary.
I didn't say you were, but I'm asking you who are those people who are voting.
But what difference does it make who they are? All that matters is that they vote. That's what we have in this country.
So in other words, if they're voting for her because they don't want a black man to get the nomination, that's a good idea?
Why do you assume that that's the reason they're voting for her?
So you're telling me that doesn't exist, that people aren't doing that?
I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but...
Well, let me put it to you this way. If Barack Obama were white, he would have finished her off weeks ago, months ago.
If Barack Obama were white, he wouldn't be where he is. The reason he's made such a splash is because he's so different and he's so unusual.
So in other words, what makes him popular is that he's black?
No, what makes him unique is that he's black, and being unique is part of what makes him popular.
Okay.
I mean, I saw him give a speech like 2-3 years ago. And, I thought he was great. I thought he had a great future. But I really feel that Hillary would do a much better job of...
Based on what? Based on the great job she did on health care? That was the one assignment she had when her president was in office for 8 years, and she blew it totally. Well, what else is her claim to fame? The kind of leadership she's given in the Senate, which is non-existent? The fact that she voted for the war in Iraq?
But from what I've heard, she's extremely popular in the Senate.
Not true.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to dispute that fact.
Well, you know something, no matter what I would tell you, you would dispute it. So, why argue?
All right, in closing, Uncle Neil, read me a bedtime story.
Okay, here's one for you. Top Clinton fundraisers throw in the towel as advisors concede. Internally, many advisors concede that Swillery has lost. To all intents and purposes, the race for the Democratic nomination is over, popular pollster John Zogby writes in a column for the BBC. My understanding is that probably today, but certainly within 48 hours, about 30 superdelegates will endorse Mr. Obama. That should give him further momentum. He's got the big mo. The New York Times today says that top Clinton fundraisers had internally declared Clinton's bid all but over. As adamant as Mrs. Clinton appeared on Wednesday, several advisors said that how long she'd stay in the race was an open question. Some top Clinton fundraisers said that the campaign was all but over and suggested she was simply buying time yesterday to determine if she could raise enough money and still win over superdelegates, the elected officials and party leaders who could essentially hand Mr. Obama the nomination. Highlighting the financial woes of Mrs. Clinton's expensive battle against Obama, campaign officials disclosed that the $6 million in loans she made to her campaign had come in 3 installments since April 11th, with the last 2 since May 1. Mrs. Clinton and her husband made separate $5 million loan to the campaign after the February 5th contests. Mrs. Clinton is willing to put even more money into her campaign, said Terry McAuliffe, her campaign chairman. Senator Clinton has anteed up and is fighting on, he said. Other advisors said in interviews that her campaign was nearly out of cash, raising questions about what kind of campaign she can continue to run. Clinton advisors said they were concerned that the candidate's online fundraising, which boomed after her victory in the Ohio primary in March and Pennsylvania in April, had slowed by comparison on Tuesday night and Wednesday, and that her donor base was either tightening somewhat or playing wait-and-see despite her public appeal for money Tuesday night. Clinton aides did not send out the near-hourly email blast bragging about online donations that came after previous successes. Zogby, the pollster, wrote at the BBC, "What is important about Indiana and North Carolina is that Senator Clinton was not able to damage Obama. The Illinois senator showed himself to be resilient in the wake of 3 weeks or so of crisis, and much more importantly, he got back on a winning track. This is the evidence that some superdelegates have been waiting for. Many of them, most of them, had clearly made up their minds that they would not support Mrs. Clinton, and so this has become a case of whether or not Mr. Obama could close the deal. This is what appears to have happened last night. Where do we go from here? As Zogby says, my understanding is that probably today, but certainly within 48 hours, about 30 superdelegates will endorse Obama, which will give him further momentum. Mathematically, this will widen the gap between him and Mrs. Clinton. He's got a bigger share of the popular vote, more pledged delegates, and will now overtake her in terms of superdelegates as well." George McGovern told her, "Time to hang it up, honey. Bye-bye. Hang it up. It's over." She just, don't want to get the message. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. She's like crazy.
You don't want to get the message.
Delusional.
Delusional. Now you're going to get that lady very upset. Hey, she can't listen to us anymore, and Randy even. All of the swillery bashing. I'm just giving you my opinion. I've been consistent on her. I've been against her. In fact, if Obama weren't even there, if it was like Pinocchio.
The schmoo.
I beg your pardon?
The schmoo.
That was a Fat Rich line. That was a very bad choice of terminology.
Really? Why, did you call him that?
1193 on the poll. I think we're going to wrap this stupid-ass poll up pretty soon. Should Obama offer Hillary the vice presidential spot on the Democratic ticket? That's the poll question. No way. She's poison. 623. Yes, it's a guaranteed winning ticket. 319.
So why am I dressed up like a pirate in this restaurant?
Don't care. 132 and don't know 119. Eeyaw! Something about the Deep South, baby. There's something, you know what it's called? It's called illiteracy. It's called ignorance. It's called stupidity. That's what the Deep South's all about. The rednecking of America. Now this lady that's trying to rationalize all this Hillary stuff and says, well, if that's the way people want to vote, she denies that there are any people out there voting for her because they don't want a black man to get in. Now, would you say that's a little bit naive? Who's being naive now?
Hey, if you alienate that woman, there goes half our female audience.
Presidents and senators don't have men killed, Michael. Who's being naive now? WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
WQAM, hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good morning, whatever it is. It was a great article, by the way. And I really would like for somebody to answer me how it is possible that an individual who has never won a campaign in the last 30 years, this Terry McAuliffe guy, continues to run campaigns. I mean, this guy is about the biggest loser that the Democratic Party has ever managed to get out there. I don't understand. I don't get that.
That's the Democratic Party's specialty.
I understand. I know. I've been a registered Democrat since I was able to vote in 1981 for the first time, and it's like, as you so often say, there's nobody better at snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
That is correct. The fact that there's even any contest being predicted with McCain after 8 years of this butchery, this lunacy, that's pretty sorry. And in fact, after the Iraq attack and all the horrendous stuff that was going on, the fact that Bush was able to pull off and steal 2004 again, that's scary.
Yeah, that tells you everything. And I would say to Barack, be careful, buddy, because if it looks like you're going to win, God knows what will happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I agree with you.
All right. Take care.
Good luck to him. Good luck to us. God bless us one and all, as Tiny Tim said. Wasn't that Tiny Tim?
It was him.
God bless us
God
one
bless
and
us
all.
everyone, is what he said.
Is that what he said?
stole through air and sexual.
Oh, wrong Tiny Tim. Wrong show, too. You got a great ass, so I'll tell you that.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
This is the Neil Rogers Show.
You fairy.
This is your brain. Any questions?
Bill Clinton was exposed as an adulterer. One of his goals may have been to humiliate me publicly, but now it was my turn to show him what I had discovered. On that auspicious day, lunch was served on the grounds under an enormous white canvas tent. One of my challenges that afternoon was Fidel Castro. There was a mischievous gleam in his eye. Then he said something that left me in awe. Hilary, I have a picture of you in my office. Delicious! Almost immediately, we crashed into bed. It was wonderful to lose myself in sheer physical sensation. A few days later, Stevie Wonder called and asked if he could come over to see me at the White House. I answered, yes, you must come to see me. That night, I was ushered upstairs and told to put on a wig and hoop skirt, and he periodically broke into giggles for no apparent reason. I'm not all that athletic anymore, but the next thing I knew, I was swinging back and forth, squealing. When Stevie finished, I felt numb. Another surprise soon followed. Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Mick Jagger. Bill didn't mind. After all, shit happens.
11:02 at 560 WQAM. She ought to know about that. And if she's so popular in the Senate, by the way, and going to be Senate Majority Leader, let me ask you this. How come the majority of her Senate colleagues are supporting Obama? Oh, I don't know. Must be just a coincidence.
Sure it is.
5670560. Don't forget, less than an hour now, noon, we'll be doing our 2-for-1 deal. What time's the food coming in?
Can't be here soon enough, if you ask me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably 11:30. That's when it shows up usually.
Well, I'll be dang. On Tupelo, Mississippi, they had a tornado went through there and all kinds of damage and stuff. And the ghost of Elvis is not too happy about it. Tupelo, Mississippi. Can you imagine the average IQ in Tupelo, Mississippi?
9.
WQAM, hello.
Neil. This is it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. WQAM. QAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
Okay, sir.
I just wanted to, I guess, congratulate you. Obama is a nigger.
That was great. Wasn't that good? That was really good.
The best.
We got 1,200 and some on the poll. Let's change it. What do you say?
Sure.
1,200. Wow. No way she's poison. Swillery.
And a schedule update.
Yes?
Jesse has his 10 minutes of programming today, and he's not doing it tomorrow, even though the schedule says he is.
In other words, Clarence screwed the schedule up again. Well, whatever. It's too late. I already promoted the schedule, Clarence. Too late. And believe me, promoting the Jesse Agra pre-Marlin thing at 6:50 isn't going to do us a whole lot of good. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so.
Here he's got high numbers for those 10 minutes.
Yeah. What's the worst complaint you ever had with air travel is our new poll. They lost my baggage, the food, a whole bunch of these things. I don't think I ever lost my baggage. I'm trying to remember. You ever lose a bag?
Not lately.
I heard Mo lost it. I heard Mo and Larry King.
I'd like to.
Swapped bags. Yeah, cut the crap. Air sick, mishap occurred, I don't know. Cramped turbulence, oh yeah. I had one flight to Atlanta, connecting flight to Atlanta one time. The turbulence was really bad. So that's the poll. It really sucks. It's one of those Charlie B. leftovers. Really blows. Charlie, your polls of... there were a few good ones along the way, right? And then he ran out of material. Should Obama offer Swillery the vice presidential spot? No way she's poisoned, 631. Here's the final total. 52.3% say no way she's poisoned. Yes, guaranteed winning ticket, 322, sure. Don't care, 132. Don't know, 120. Out of 1,205 vote. Heavy-duty vote total today for Chris's poll. Aren't you proud?
Oh,
say it loud and be real proud. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
I'd like to picture you at Gulfstream with the great one and...
Yeah, okay. WQAM, hello.
Hey, good morning, Neil.
Good morning.
Hey, I'd like to throw a little complaint into the QAM suggestion box.
Yeah.
Please stop playing those Roseanne spots with George and Mad Dog.
Oh, yeah, we're going to stop playing the spots because you don't want to hear them, right? That's what we're here for, sir, is spots. That's what we're here for, is to make money. Not to please you with the spots, okay? If you don't like the spots, put your fingers in your ears until they're over with. Get lost. Please stop playing the spots. How about we just stop playing all the spots? How would that be? And then about a month we'll just shut the whole place down.
Sure. We could take donations instead.
Schmuck. 567-0560, pound 560 in the Verizon and Singular wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
I just love the new show, and I just want to let you know I'm listening.
WQAM, hello.
George is fabulous.
WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes?
Jorge Rodriguez es una loca.
WQAM, hello.
Yes, hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, is this WQAM?
Yes, sir, that's what I said. I said, when I picked up the phone, I said, WQAM, hello.
Okay, well, I couldn't hear you to start with. Yeah, I'd like to...
WQAM, hello.
Hello. I'd like to talk about a couple of statements said earlier.
Yeah.
One of them about Tony Kubek doing the play of the week, or the game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I believe Dizzy Dean was the gentleman that said slud into second base.
That's what I said, slud into third base, Dizzy Dean. That's what I said.
Okay.
I never said Tony Kubek said slud. I just said he was illiterate.
Oh. Okay, well, I didn't consider Mr. Kubek illiterate. And another question is...
Well, it's not a question of considering. He is.
Okay. Another
He's
question.
Inarticulate.
How many people do you think are voting for Obama because they don't want a woman as president?
Some.
And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay. Some. See, this is the problem with this election. It's you got your racial thing, you got your gender thing, and you've got the age gap, which not too many people talk about. They mention it once in a while because they got a lot of time to fill. The young against the old. The living and breathing against the ancient, against the bigoted old coots. Oh, we don't want no dark guy in there. I can't bring myself to do that, you know. People who have grown up during a generation where blacks were supposed to know their place and be in the back of the bus and drink from separate water fountains and stuff like that. In our lifetimes in Florida. 1973, I was working at WSPB in Sarasota, and I remember at maybe it was the dog track in Bradenton. And they had separate water fountains, drinking fountains for whites and coloreds, as they said.
Yeah.
Whites and coloreds.
All the coloreds?
That's right. No, just one color.
Pink, purple.
Black, dark.
Election. Hillary Clinton stays defiant on the stump in West Virginia.
Yeah, stumps me. How much more of their money they're going to pee away. You know something? We could have a good time with that money. What is it, $11.5 million now?
Yeah.
We could have a pretty good time with that money that she's just flushing down the toilet. Mitt Romney spent a lot of his own money. How did that work out? Worked out pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's called another massive ego trip. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
Hello?
Hola. Yes, sir.
Hi,
WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes.
How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Wow, you picked up right away, huh? Screenless.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, that's the good old days. Hey, there's a couple about the election. The people aren't voting for a woman and they don't want to vote for a black man. But what if John McCain picks Condi Rice as his running mate and he wins and he dies 2 days in the office and you got a black woman as president?
Yeah, black dyke.
All right, yeah, it's great to hear you.
Yes, it is. Okay, see you. I think it's great to hear me, too. Because when I get up in the morning, I start talking to myself, and then I know I'm still alive. He's still alive. They hit him with Joyce, and he's still alive. Okay, let's see what the choices are in this poll. I don't want to waste any time with it because it blows. Worst complaint you've ever had with air travel? Flight delayed 7. Oh, boy. Tell me about it. Too cramped and crowded 4. Stalled on the tarmac for a long time 2. Airplane restroom 1. It was a toilet. Mishap occurred 1. Turbulence 1. Bad flight attendant service 1. Who I sat next to 1. Ooh. They lost my luggage 1. And then no votes yet for I got airsick, the in-flight movie Relaca 1. Couldn't smoke. Bad ticket counter service. The accommodations sucked. Never flown. Flight canceled or the airplane food. Well, the airplane food always sucks. All my life I've had maybe a half a dozen meals on an airline, any airline, that I could say, well, that was really good. You ever had a great meal on an of course, you don't get to fly very often.
But even when I did. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
No. Pretty weak.
Not even a good meal.
WQAM, hello.
Wow, Mama, Air Neil?
Alitalia used to have really great food, but then, of course, they started cutting back because they had to, like, subsidize the Pope and all his free trips that he gets to take, like when he came here on Alitalia. They used to have great food. Manja, manja. When you get on board, they'd say, manja, manja. And everybody looked like, what's that? WQAM, hello.
Kaka.
QAM, hello.
Yeah,
QAM.
My name's Tyrone.
WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Doing.
Hey, Neil, I just want to give you a compliment on your restaurant certificates. My wife and I call frequently and get in, but one of your old stations, I would just like to let you know they're actually putting restaurants on there that have been closed for 3 months, so when you show up, the doors are closed.
Really?
Yeah. It's happened twice. Myself personally once, and a friend of mine.
What station is that?
IOD.
WIOD. Oh my God.
Yes, and one of the ones that we went
WIOD. Oh, I hate that station.
Neil, one of the restaurants that we went to was actually a restaurant they said was 5-star, and it was an old bagel shop turned into a restaurant.
The worst talk radio I've ever heard in my life was on WIOD.
Okay, great. Well, I would not be doing any IODs. Footsie don't even have any anymore because they couldn't sell anything.
That's successful, huh?
Yeah. So they put it on Lamont. You have to describe the flavor of Lamont's fart from that morning in order to get the deal. 12 minutes after 11 at 560 WQAM. P.D. Lenny, who just, he's got his own way of doing everything.
That is right.
I just get another email from him. Would you please record this and MP3 it back to me, okay?
Why is he sending you that?
I haven't got any idea. What you need to do is get that piece of copy and fax it to me, and I'll record it in the morning before the show. What is wrong with this man?
Where do we start?
Why is it that everything in the world has got to be his way? There's the right way. Oh, that's right. He's at QAM.
I want to give you an update of what took place just now off the air, because I think it's important you hear this. Howard just called the radio station, Howard David, who I get along with great, I thought. He called me and saying I was trying to stir it up. My point back to Howard is don't listen. Listen to 101.5. Let me see, what age group? 101.5 for Howard, maybe 102.7. Some easily listening love music so you could focus on your wife and your family and the grandkids instead of listening and always calling the radio station. He's becoming Howard the caller, like Howard from Boca. Howard from Boca. It's like, it's okay. So anyway, he's listening, so just wanted to get the message out, and don't call my show, too, just for a record. Don't call off the air because I don't want to talk to you. And I don't want to hear you on the private line. Congratulations, you know the private line number. That's great. But don't call because you're not coming on this show. You've got your 3 hours, 5 to 8, Monday through Friday. You can talk all you want, but you're not coming on this show. And we'll leave it at that. All right? I got nothing against you. You seem like a decent person. And I know you've been taking a big hit on the radio station from everybody else, but it's over. Me and you, done.
Finally got a call here. The number one rated Mo Howard and David in the show. At least according to my aspirations. Stay away from me. I don't even know how you have children. Miramar, hello.
I want to take on Jay Fiedler.
Oh, well, Jay Fiedler is a great quarterback and a good Jew.
I like Jay Fiedler.
Well, not to mention he's got extraordinarily smooth buttocks.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, but you got to be careful what you say here.
Oh, Tito. Thank you, Mo.
No, wait a minute. Don't go.
But I have nothing else to say.
Well, how about this? How's the weather down there in the Miramar?
I'm right down the street from you.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Oh, wait, by the way, something.
No, I have to go.
Look, I tell you what. I'll hold you over the break. How's that, huh? I'll give you one of my old tank T-shirts. How's that? No, wait! That was the only caller we had.
The veins on your nose is glowing again. Wow! You got big purple veins on your nose and on your face, and around those oozing pimples you call eye. If you go look in the mirror, you'll see a roadmap of Ypsilanti. You got your hairpiece on, way too tight.
My nose glows when something stings. Almost every day I think. And my veins, they start to tickle. My adenoid, doors. Yeah, I look like I'm falling apart. That's because I'm a crazy old bard. With a nose that's filled with purple veins. Something like that you ought to see on Science Channel Discovery. My nose has a bleeding purple vein. Try to unsing me.
Mo and Geldy, I can smell it coming back 2 to 4, coming to a radio show near you. Can't you see it?
Yeah.
I can smell it. 11:21 at 560 WQAM. I still can't get over the fact that I didn't hear it. Thank goodness. I would have gone back to bed. That Rimmer called Joe Rose and kissed his ass this morning and sucked up.
I was amazed by that.
Oh, Doug McClain's not going to be coaching the Panthers. You know. It reminded me of that thing we just played with Joe ripping Mo, for calling in. So some people, like when I took them to lunch when they were here, and he was going to be on some radio show somewhere here. Why is it that there are some people always have to be on? You know what I mean by that?
Right.
They've always got to be on somebody else's show. I don't understand that. I have 4 hours here every day, and it's, believe me, more than enough. I don't have any desire to call on anybody else's show, to go on CNN. You remember those days when they were always inviting me to come on King and this one?
Yeah.
I'm not interested. What's it going to do for me?
Well, in fact,
make
the
me any money?
most Riley Factor's always calling to get you on the show.
Oh, yeah, right.
As if.
I just don't understand people like that who just always have to be on. Blah, 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 like that. It's a job, that's all. It's not my life. If this is your life...
I have no life.
Right. 5670560. Let's get these phones smoking here today, baby. It's Thursday, the 8th of May, in less than an hour. We're going to be doing those Neil deals. Right?
I hope so.
Saturday, George is going to be at Comp USA, 1740 North Federal in Fort Lauderdale. A week from Saturday, we'll be all of us at Gulfstream. You and me, and who else is going to be there? Maybe Petey Lenny will show up, God forbid. Would you make sure that he gets that message to fax you that copy? I'm not MP3ing this to him or MP3ing. Just cut the crap.
We'll get it, don't worry.
Jesus, God almighty. WQAM, hello.
I'd like to make a request.
Yeah, we want to make a request to die. Die, not next week, not 6 weeks from Sukkot, now, today, before the bottom of the hour. Soon. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, I need my balls, you scumbag.
WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, I just wanted to let you give you a head. Well, not to give you a heads up, just give you a little report. I was flying out of Fort Lauderdale International Airport the other day, and I ran into Geldy.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, hey, jokingly, I told him, I said, hey, Neil misses you. And he says, you know what? I can't run into that guy without him telling me every time that I owe my career to him. This is his report about.
When did he ever tell me that?
No. He says that you always constantly tell him that.
I tell him what?
That he owes his career to you, or excuse me, that he says.
Are you as you're making this up? Are you able to put the words together and piece it out so it makes any sense even to you, or what?
All right, let me try another half second.
Yeah.
He says that his career is only there because of you.
Yeah. And?
Something, you know what? It's too early. Something like that. Basically, he was sucking up to you, and he was basically putting you down.
£567-0560, pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular wireless line. You know that word, speechless?
Yeah. You got some of that going?
WQAM, hello.
Hey, good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Switch gears on you a little bit. I don't know if you and George have talked about it, what she thought about the citrus canker ruling that they had up here in Broward County the other day.
What?
The citrus
canker ruling.
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, you're going to love this, George, because I know how you feel about this, but the jury up here awarded $11 million total to all the trees that got cut down in Broward. Dade hasn't had their hearing yet, but they quit.
I had that story in my pile here somewhere, but of course I don't read these stories anymore. So
how much do I get?
Well, if you live in Broward, you get $34 per tree.
Woo! Well, how many trees did you have cut down?
3.
So there's $100 right there. George is buying lunch for everybody. Everybody come by the station. The whole town come by, and George will buy you lunch. There's about as much chance of you buying everybody lunch as Rimmer.
Yeah.
The only reason in your case is you can't afford it. In his case,
right. He's
you don't
cheap.
want to. What?
He's just cheap.
Cheap? Boy, you are. You got some nerve, man, picking on my good friends. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Uncle Neil. Hey, I had a question. I know you're an Obama. I'm not a fan of Hillary, but what's your take on that priest that he hangs around with?
Well, what does that mean, that he hangs around with? I'm waiting. He's gone?
I guess.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was it. What's my take on the priest he hangs around with? The same thing as the take on the preacher that John McCain hangs around with, John Hagee.
I didn't know the priest was
I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. They're all full of crap, and we're not voting for preachers, okay? I know the media's all whipped up about that because it was one of their ways of tearing Obama down, and it didn't work. The media that's obsessed with keeping the establishment in because they've been whipped into shape, baby.
The biggest name.
They've been put in that place.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 550 QAM.
The sports leader.
I'm juiced up right now.
There's no telling how high gas prices will go, since nobody wants to tell big oil no. One way to tell them that we've had enough is to spit on the pump. Spit on the pump. Show what you think of those oil-rich pumps. We're getting tired of them gouging us, so spit on the pump. Your gas station owner will plead with you. He has the same kind of trouble too. Leave his pumps all covered in goo and spit on his pump. Spit on the pump. Show them your gratitude when you fill up. Give the Saudis a kick in their junk and spit on the pump. Taking advantage as they gouge and rape. Just how much of this can you tolerate? Grow a big pair and expect the rate and spit on the pump. Spit on the pump. Our leaders don't have the balls to step up. Go a step further and take a big dump and then spit on the pump. Spit on the pump. Show them you're angry and really fed up. No one will help us, it's time to get tough. So spit on the pump.
11:32 at 560 WQAM. 78 votes on that new poll about the Z-plane. Of course, there's so many of those that we've all experienced. You know, those of us who fly a lot, with or without a plane. Like your governor.
Yeah.
He flies without the plane. CNN's Cal Perry and crew pinned behind building as gunfire rages in Beirut. How do you like that? CNN's got some of their people trapped behind a building while they're like, that'll teach them to be over there in Lesbian with all those maniacs. Wait till you hear this story. A high school student says he may file a lawsuit against a phys ed teacher who took a Mexican flag he had brought for Cinco de Mayo and put it in the garbage. Clint Stratman denies Froilan Camello's version of events, but said he took the flag Monday because white kids might have hurt the 16-year-old. He said he put it in a garbage can because he had no place else to keep it. Camello said he was changing into gym clothes at Minico High School in Rupert when Stratman told him, give me the flag. I said, what's the problem, Camello, speaking in Espanol, told the Times News of Twin Falls. He said the problem is that we're in the United States, not in Mexico. He grabbed the flag from me and threw the flag in the garbage can. Camello said that Stratman told him the flag would be returned at the end of the school day, but that Stratman taunted him instead. I asked, where's my flag, Camello said. He said, what, the U.S. flag? I said, no, the one for Mexico, but he wouldn't give it to me. And the flag either. Camello then said he took the undamaged flag out of the garbage. He said he's been contacted by the ACLU and considering a lawsuit against Stratman. Good, sue his ass, baby. Camelo and the others brought Mexican flags to the South Central Idaho school to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, the May 5th recognition of Mexico's victory over the French army on that day in 1862. About a third of the student body is Hispanic. In Idaho, boy, who'd have thunk that, huh?
Right.
Wow. Stratman denied saying the words Camelo attributed to him and said the student may have misunderstood him because of his poor English skills. He said he took the flag from Camelo after Camelo had been waving it in the school gym and denied withholding it later. I had to confiscate it so it wouldn't escalate any problems in class, Stratman told the Times News. We're worried about that stuff all the time. We always have kids saying stuff to each other. We have a lot of fights between kids. Scott Rogers, superintendent of the Minidoka County Joint School District, said an investigation had been started. He said that he couldn't comment specifically about personnel decisions. We believe in non-discriminatory practices and cultural sensitivity, he said. Right. Rogers said he was at the school early Wednesday. The school was quiet.
Increíble.
He said he noticed a few students wearing clothing in the colors of the Mexican flag, red, white, and green, in protest of Monday's incident. Red, white, and green, which is also the colors of Italy's flag. So maybe they were Italian. Huh? Going to pick on some Italians? I got news for you, man. You better not pick on no Italians.
Sure, the Italian flag doesn't have that emblem in the middle there.
No, I understand that, but if you pick on the Italians, you know who comes to school?
Don Corleone.
That's right. Straighten your ass out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, let me worry about Luca.
Let me worry about Luca, and all of a sudden those alligator teeth come out.
Jaw thing.
And speaking of the jaw thing, maybe you can explain, since I'm an old fuddy-duddy old fart, and I realize that I'm so out of touch.
I'll help you touch it.
I know what a hair lip is. Remember I was trying to remember Glenn Turner, Dare to Be Great, last week?
Yes.
But this is not a real hair lip. This is the little bit of hair under the bottom lip.
Okay, hair lip has nothing to do with hair, you understand.
I understand. That's what I just said. That was...
Okay, all right.
Jesus. Oh!
Oh, because you segued right into hair, from hair lip.
He's doing it to me again.
Yeah.
I was just using it as an expression, okay?
Oh, all right. Is that what it sounded like?
You think I don't know what a hair lip is?
No.
Anyway, you're just trying to evade answering the question. I understand it's a fashion statement or some crap like that. It looks like hell.
Are you talking about the tiny, tiny little goatee?
A little bit of hair on the chin, just below the bottom.
Right under the lip, yes.
Right, what is that?
I think it's a mini goatee. I don't know what the technical term is for it. But, yeah, it's in.
Oh, I know that. I see it all the time. Stupid. Really stupid. You guys out there that got that little bit of growth under your lip there, man.
It looks growth?
It's gross. It's a gross growth. God. WQAM, hello.
Why do you hate...
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Ted Bell here at Beverly Hills Steakhouse. I'd like to invite you and George for a TED this afternoon if you're out available.
Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Yeah. What's this obsession with Mexicans?
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? This is Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, man, I just wanted to comment about police officers in Hialeah giving a hard time to all the, Americans that are left in Hialeah, It's unfair. I don't think it's just. They harassed the crap out of me.
For what? For being a jerk?
I guess so. Just like you are.
Yeah.
I bet if you go down there...
I got news for you, Polly. I'm not dumb enough to live in Hialeah. I already been through that a long time ago. There were bugs in that building. Boy, that was a nasty-ass building.
Yep.
There were bugs and flies and crap flying around.
That's right. Protozoans.
Whatever happened to the Cock and Bull restaurant on 49th Street in Hialeah? That used to be one of my sponsors 100 years ago.
Really?
That's what we should have done that meeting this morning. I should have given them a whole list of places that aren't in business anymore, And then we could give certificates away to them, like IOD does. WQAM, hello.
Hey, man, I'm just looking for the lawn to cut, man.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Would you ever consider writing a book on your radio history and all the backroom deals?
No.
And all the stuff you couldn't talk about?
No.
Oh. It would be so interesting.
And who would buy it?
I would, God.
Yeah, well, great. I'll tell you what. I'll send you a telegram. Would I ever consider writing a book? There we go with that George crap again. Oh, Neil ought to write a book. When you're like a national celebrity, or when you're known by millions and millions of people, sure. But when you've been on for like 32 years in a horseball town like a place like South Florida, who the hell's going to buy a book? I could write a book easy. I could write not just a book. I could write an encyclopedia.
Hey,
Could
so
I?
that, sorry.
What?
That tuft of hair?
Yeah.
It's called a soul patch.
A soul patch.
A royale.
Now we're talking.
Wait now.
I'm
A
listening.
royale or a flavor saver.
Take your choice.
Rectum.
A flavor saver.
Yeah.
See.
Well, you have your flavor.
Yeah,
saver.
I know. I'm envisioning it right now.
I was going to talk about that other.
Savor the flavor. Wow. I'm so glad I asked about that. It looks really gross. I mean, I've never seen that on anybody where it looks good. And there's some really good-looking guys that do that, too. And I'm thinking to myself, why do they do that? Why is it people who are lucky enough? I mean, you can't control how your genes, how you were born, you know?
Well, according to the Urban Dictionary, any self-respecting, stylish male has one.
I see.
Well, I have no self-respect, so that leaves me on it.
And I have no style.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers,
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
the sports leader.
The Hoover out the moon, man.
Way down in Jamaica in the Caribbean, they got the best herb that you ever seen. Ask anybody in that neighborhood, they tell you this the country where the ganja be good. Rastaman has some he want to sell, and from a mile away you can detect the smell of smoke. Smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. He light up the spliff and toke. Smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. Smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. Alright. The ganja be good. You fairy. You can carry lots of herb in the gunny sack. Smoke it every day until your lungs turn black. With all the money that we have made, Jamaica doesn't need any foreign aid. American tourists come here and say, got nothing like this in the USA. They smoke, smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. They light up the spliff and toke. They begin to cough and choke. Smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. The ganja be good. Mama tell her son you are a Rasta man. You like to smoke the giant spliff whenever you can. Many people coming here from miles around to buy the herb from you by the ounce and the pound. Rasta man say to her, Mama you right, the ganja be good tonight. And then they smoke. Oh! Smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. They light up the spliff and toke. Smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. Smoke, ganja smoke, smoke. The ganja be good.
Those poor lesbianese men are busy killing each other again. Yaman. Yep. Oh, Yaman. The Yaman guy is dead. In case you missed the show the other day, we had a spy report. Another one of our long-time listeners is dead. No longer with. He's on the other side. Don't say dead.
Yaman.
He's dead. Isn't that a shame?
Yaman.
But that's the way it goes, you know. I'm outliving all you people. That's the amazing part of it. All you punks out there. Oh, that Neil, he'll be dead and buried pretty soon, and we can all sit around and reminisce about what a jackass fag he was, yada, 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 like that. Well, guess what? Just like all those naysayers when I came to the market in 1976, all those old farts at KAT. Hey, Rogers, you stink. You'll never make it 6 months on the air in this market. How do you like that? And those people now are pushing up daisies.
What were you going to say?
I said they're pushing up daisies.
Oh, okay.
They're pushing it. They're in the neighborhood bar pushing stool. 12 minutes till noon, and of course at noon we do our 2-for-1 deal today. Just
and the food's here, so.
And the food is there.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got?
I don't know yet. We're unpacking as we speak.
You're packing?
I ordered some brisket tacos personally.
Really?
I think Chris did also. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Doesn't it?
Man, you're getting me really PO'd now.
Well, good. That's what I live for.
I'm sure of that. QAM, hello.
Yeah, how you doing? I'm the motorman who stopped that jerk-off that called earlier today, saying that Hialeah cops were harassing him.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, he was an asshole. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Great. 5670560. All you people in Hialeah, get off our phone, okay? If you've ever driven through Hialeah, just don't call us. Just go to Westland and do something productive. And all you people that hang out at Westland, we know exactly what you're doing.
You're looking for glory holes.
And I'm sure you'll find several. I hear that's where the really good ones are, the ones where they... There's nothing worse than somebody drilling the glory holes and leaving the rough patches around the inside of the wood.
They have comfort rings there in Westland.
Comfort ring? Ooh, I never heard of that.
That's right.
I've heard of other rings that begin with a C, like that bar in Amsterdam.
Made of frictionless silicone.
On the Rue de Vaseline. But nevertheless. Tell us about Amsterdam, Neil. Now, you get on a plane and go there, okay? I'm tired of telling you about it. In addition to which, you better go there real soon because they're sanitizing it like everything else in the world. Like this show, Everything is censored, everything is sanitized, everything has to be squeaky clean, man, to make the super moralists happy. The toe-tapping super moralists. WQAM, hello.
Hey, what's going on, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hey, just want to get it out early. Just a suggestion for Obama's vice president. To all your listeners, Maury Buffett. Thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't you love when they feed my material back to me? That's always my favorite.
It tastes better that way.
Especially if you have one of those, what do they call that again on your lip?
Oh, a flavor saver.
Soul patch? Flavor saver. Flavor saver. Savor the flavor, baby. It's just another way of being a slob, that's all. It's just a way of looking sloppy. It looks nasty. I don't know whoever decided that it looked good. Probably some queen.
Probably.
Because queens determine fashion for everybody, especially all the straight fools,
and all the lemmings who follow, goose step in line.
That's right.
Not me, man. I'm wearing the same outfit I wore in high school.
Well, you wait till you see how I'm going to be dressed on next Saturday.
I can't wait.
I'm going to wear my new outfit. So,
right. You going to trim your toenails and fingernails too, Howard?
No. All right. I just chew them. Toenails, too. WQAM, hello.
Neil, how you doing, man?
Okay, sir.
85 to 90% of the time I agree with you.
Yeah.
On this Idaho-Mexico thing, I could understand the teacher maybe being suspended for a day or two for being insensitive, but being sued on what grounds? What would you possibly sue the guy for?
I'd sue him for denying my constitutional rights.
You have
First Amendment rights. Freedom of expression, sir. Freedom of expression and association.
Of course, but the school also has an obligation to make sure they have a safe environment.
Get out of here, safe environment, my ass, because the kid had a Cuban flag on Cinco de Mayo, and so did a whole bunch of other kids who can't. Come on.
You don't think it's possible that the kids...
All right, Freudian slip.
You don't think it's possible that there were other kids in that school that might have been offended by that and maybe...
might have been offended by it? So in other words, what's to be offended by?
Neil, I'm not saying they should be offended. I'm saying it's possible that
it's a good lesson since they're in school. It's a good lesson in life for them. There are going to be things that offend you, and you know what? Too freaking bad. Just look the other way and get on with life.
Absolutely.
Just like people listen to this show and they're offended by this that I say, or what? You know what? Too freaking bad. They don't like it. Go
I would
someplace else.
absolutely agree with that, but I still don't see any grounds for that teacher being sued.
Sue his ass. Fry his ass. Get out of here. Doesn't see any grounds. So check your coffee. Maybe you'll find some grounds in it. Don't gag on them now. It was just a gag. 5670560. But we're getting close to the top of the hour. What do you got? You digging into the food yet or what?
By the way,
yes?
This is incredible.
Really?
It is so good. Brisket with cheese on some soft tortillas, but not like soft, like all white, but like, firm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. With some chewiness to them.
Soft but firm.
That's right.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
And the brisket is great, perfectly lean. And cheese, and I put some salsa on there and some guacamole.
Wow. I'm jealous. Well, if you come down here and do some shows, Neil, I think of the last couple times that I tried doing shows in that studio.
Yeah, there was a
the overhead speakers all out of balance and just a nightmare.
You're really going to like it because you remember I told you the one DCS crashed?
Yes.
And they plugged the other one back into it, and that wasn't as up to date as the one, so we lost a lot of stuff down here. I don't have purple veins anymore.
Ah, really?
Yeah, they're blue now.
Wow, how do you like that? No purple veins. Oh, see, so I wrote in purple. That's bad.
But that's what it is.
What is that under?
Purple.
Is it? Oh, it's under purple? Must be under HD. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Play it now. I want to hear it. I might never hear it again.
Okay, I'll play it after the top of the hour.
Excellent. Special
WQAM, hello.
I want Scott Farrell from VP.
WQAM, hello. QAM. WQAM, hello.
Yes. How you doing today?
Okay, sir.
The official name for that soul patch or whatever from the 50s was an Arhoolie. It was a beatnik thing. Maynard G. Krebs had one in the
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, it was called Arhoolie back in the 50s. Arhoolie. There used to be a band in Palm Beach County. It was called Arhoolie, and they all had that little thing.
And now it's making a big comeback. So it goes to show you, if you have a little thing, sooner or later you'll be popular again.
There you go.
Okay, thanks. I have a little thing, and I'm hoping to be popular again someday before I croak.
Pork?
Although being on this station, I really doubt it. I kind of doubt it, especially when I'm watching this tremendous promotion. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Remember when I used to do those appearances all the time?
Mm-hmm.
And we never made that big of a deal out of it, like it was the Pope was coming in or like that, you know.
Yeah, but you haven't done one in a while.
And so I'm old, and I got the real short hair now.
Right.
And
long fingernails, long toenails.
No, I don't have any fingernails or toenails, okay? I clip my toenails and I chew my fingernails, man, down to the nub. I have no fingernails. If there's just like a little bit of fingernail there, I chew it. I bite it off and spit it out. I go to the gas station, I spit it on the pump. By the way, yesterday, after I picked up the Pontiac, I noticed nobody called to see how my Solstice is. It's not really mine. Well, it is. But anyway, how Paco's Solstice is doing, it's fine. They fixed the alignment, and they unscrewed it up from what he had ever hit a curb or whatever he did. Maybe hit a couple of people. I don't know. So anyway, after I picked up the car, I, of course, because there was only half a tank, I went and filled up the tank with gas. $1.23 a liter, which comes out to $4, and this is for regular, $4.54 a gallon. $4.54 a gallon for regular gas.
What's it got to do with a brisket taco?
I don't know, but it sounds really good. I'm trying to change the subject because you get me really aggravated.
Yeah.
And what am I going to eat before 2 o'clock when I go off to a Woodbine?
More bacon.
With my Lesbianese cab driver.
More bacon.
I don't have any more bacon.
Oh, damn it.
And that's not going to suffice for lunch. I'm probably going to have to go over and get a couple of those Snickers almond bars.
Have someone bring you something.
I could call a Chinese delivery guy, but he's ugly.
Yeah.
He really is.
Or a Mexican delivery guy.
With a flag?
Uh-huh. That's right.
I don't have any Mexican delivery guys. I have Mexicans I deliver to, but that's another story. It's because I'm the oldest delivery boy in town, baby. How's it going, eh?
Maybe you could find a Mexican to deliver to you, the other one. Like a Mexican helper.
Is that like hamburger helper?
Something like that, yeah.
So what else you got besides those things, those tacos?
Pork, what is this? Quesadilla.
Pork quesadilla sounds great.
Like Pete keeps holding plates up. What the hell is it? Cameron poblano asada.
Oh!
Oh, shrimp wrapped in steak. And which is all
Shrimp
gone.
and
Thank you.
shrooms
Thank
and
you for throwing me
onions
the
and
box
Monterey
that it came in, Pete. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let me tell you right now, it's time for the Neil Deal. Speaking of Cantina Laredo Mexican Restaurant Plantation. By the way, let me just ask you something. And it just dawned on me.
I'll make up the answer.
Oh, that's right. It's in the fountain shops. Am I right?
Yes.
Because for just a second, I started looking through this copy, and I realized there's like no address on here. But everybody knows where the fountain shops are. If there's ever such a thing as gourmet Mexican fine dining, you'll find it at Cantina Laredo. Start with a signature margarita, followed by the top-shelf guacamole prepared right there at your table. The shrimp cocktail shaken with tequila gold is out of this world, as is the raspberry spinach salad. The entrees are where gourmet begins. Of course, they're your favorite Mexican standards like tacos and enchiladas, but the real deal is the Camarón Poblana Asada. Sautéed shrimp, mushrooms, onions, and Monterey Jack cheese stuffed inside a grilled poblana pepper and then wrapped in a carne asada steak and served over feta chimichurri sauce. Delicious. The Laredo is a chicken breast stuffed with shrimp topped with sautéed spinach, mushrooms, and tremendous chipotle wine sauce. You got one of those?
Yes.
Good. The fish of the day is always swimmingly fresh, too. Cantina Laredo on University Drive in the fountain shops open for lunch and dinner with a beautiful bar, great happy hour, nightly specials. And at noon, in about 2 or 3 minutes, log on to WQM.com and go onto our Neil Deal site. Buy $50 certificates for just $25 to Cantina Laredo Gourmet Olay.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
This is Mark Morgan. It's the 12 to 1 hour on QAM.
Live in Chicago, Oprah.
All right. Good to see you, darling. How are you?
It is so great to be here. As a transgender, now, when did you make the decision to be a woman? 2002.
You kept your reproductive organs because you thought maybe one day I'll need them.
Absolutely.
Your genitals. Now let's get to the penis.
I'd love to.
Wow.
Yeah, what's wrong with this picture?
You look like a man.
And I don't mind.
You don't mind me touching?
No.
That is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that. 108 inches all the way around.
Obviously, I'm very proud.
Thank you for sharing your story again with us. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Hey, Swillery. We got 45 left. We sold more than half the 100 already in just a couple of minutes. That's a good start. And George and Chris are both just going nuts over how great. Oh, yeah. 44 left out of 100 for Cantina Laredo. These should go by the bottom of the hour, I'm thinking, or by 1 o'clock.
This is phenomenal.
43 left, like I said. These are $50 certificates for just $25, and it's right there in the Fountain Shops in Plantation, so no excuse, because that's a great location for where our audience used to live. I mean, when we had an audience. Remember those days?
No.
WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Well, it is a long time ago. Yes, sir.
Bill.
Yes.
Wow, first time caller, long time listener.
Okay.
I can't believe you picked up.
Sure, I picked you right up cold.
I feel really good. Anyway, I was wondering if you ever caught that show on, I think it was on VH1 Classic. It was New York 77 or NY 77.
No.
It was like a history of New York City in the like mid 70s and what was going on during the blackout, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, I ended up seeing Al Goldstein. They talked to him on it, and it was pretty interesting. I don't know if you ever get a chance to watch VH1 Classic. I think you'll find it pretty interesting. They talked to a lot of pretty cool people from.
We
the
missed
70s.
poor Al. They destroyed him, man. They butchered his life.
Yeah, I thought he was first of all, I thought he was a big fat guy, but when they showed him, he looked kind of.
Well, yeah, he used to be a big fat guy, but he could afford to eat.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, because it looked recent, the interview, and he looked like kind of skinny and
gaunt. Yeah, well, that's called the enforced diet. Okay, thanks a lot, pal. I'll check it out. Got 40 left. Poor Al, man. 32 left. Boy, they're going in big chunks now. Let me tell you that. I'm going to tell you something. That
I'm a fat Jew.
Brisket. The brisket taco with cheese. That to me, because you know me and the meat and cheese. Oh, God.
And I put a little bit of salsa on there.
The only saving grace is that tonight I'm going to be at Morton's Steakhouse.
Okay.
Fabulous steak. The best shrimp cocktail I've ever had in my life, I think. Big, juicy, delicious shrimp. Seam. And, of course, they got those hot desserts, which I probably shouldn't have, but I will anyway. You can't pass you have to order it when you order your meal. Half hour ahead.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I know.
Hot desserts. They have one that's a souffle that looks really, I don't know.
Souffles take a
That
long
didn't
time.
look too exciting. But the chocolate, some kind of a chocolate cake with ice cream and then like chocolate ganache inside.
You just like saying ganache.
And they heat it up and it's the chocolate just oozing all over the plate, And then if you have one of those things on your lip,
yeah.
What's it called again?
Flavor saver.
You can put your tongue out there on your lip and just savor it all night long. You can put your tongue on it. 29 left is all we got. Boy, we're doing a fine job, if you ask me. Let me tell you that right now. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, future poll for you. If if you're interested.
Yes.
Who's going to die first? And then you just add all these old guys like Randy Hagman, Dick Clark, Paul Newman, Hugh Hefner,
Neil Rogers,
Tony Curtis,
Hank Goldberg,
Willie Nelson, Dick Van Dyke, Robert Wagner, Robert Duvall, Jimmy Carter, George Kennedy, Chuck Berry.
George Kennedy is still alive?
See? You see?
Wow.
James Garner, Bob Newhart, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Sidney Poitier. Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Gore. Leslie Stahl. I'll tell you one thing. Leslie Stahl ought to die soon after that suck job. You know who else kissed his ass? 'Cause he's peddling a book. That's why Scalia's been making rounds on these shows.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim Russert kissed his pasty-faced Tim Russert kissed pasty-faced Antonin Scalia's ass on that show he's got on whatever channel it is. How do you like that? So that's the new deal. And then Scalia's peddling a book, that Nazi bastard, and they bring him on there. That thing with Leslie Stahl, I'm surprised that 60 Minutes didn't go out of business after that. They didn't just take it off the air. Hezbollah has declared, says the government declared war, so there's a big battle in Beirut. Look at that.
Listening to
and here's Ali Felching, the old egghead.
Hear that gunfire in the RPG.
26 left on the thing there. I'm going to go back to the poll. Let me know how we're doing on that, Chris. 144 votes on the poll on the new one. And we had what on the first one? 1,200 and something odd?
Well, yeah, something like that.
Well, what do you mean something like that? It was viewed previous.
1208.
Like I was just about to say. Always got to get in there first, you know. Always got to show a little. Oh, look at that. Look at all the schmutz on the street.
Well, if I don't, then you yell at me.
Huh?
If I don't tell you, then you yell at me.
I don't yell at you. I don't yell at anybody.
You give me a hard time.
I don't yell at anybody, except for Josh Cordes, when you don't put the damn stories up.
Basically dismantle its telecommunications network. Nasrallah said today that
gunfire is raging in Beirut, man. The lesbians are just going nuts there. My poor Lesbianese cab driver, I'm sure I'll hear about this all the way to Woodbine. Pop, 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 pop. You know, I don't want to hear about it. They want to kill each other? Fine, have a good time. I mean, that's just that part of the world, man. Most parts of the world. Thank God in America we don't have people going out with guns and shooting each other and shooting up schools and places where they used to work and stuff like that and killing each other. Because that would make us like barbaric. We're civilized. So what we do now, the new deal, is we go to other people's countries and then we blow them away. See? It's like, you know, burning down somebody else's neighborhood if you're pissed off. I can understand that. But when you burn down your own neighborhood, that doesn't make too much sense to me, you know? That's one thing I could never figure out, like about race riots and stuff like that. Why do you burn down your own hood? Right?
Right.
That's what Little Red Riding Hood said. And Robin Hood. 56705. I wonder if Robin Hood had one of them little flavor tasters. As I recall, I think he did. He had like a little goatee.
Was sold out?
Robin Hood. I think he was.
Gay.
What?
Nothing.
We sold out?
No.
Oh, scared the hell out of me. Are you sure?
No, we're not sold out. 25.
Well, then why did you say that? I mean, we started with 100. This isn't one of those where we start with 50 deals and they go like in 2 minutes. We started with 100. And we have these two gentlemen there who are just raving about how great the food was. So if you have any doubts, we never steered in the wrong direction. I won't say never. A couple of times we've been saddled with some, wasn't our fault.
Challenges.
Yeah, some challenges. Very good terminology, yeah. We've had some challenging things to push. But this is great stuff. So take it or leave it, because once they're gone, WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
Well, cafe opened up. Biscayne Boulevard.
You know who this is? This is the hotel pharmacy guy.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Yep. 5 to 5.
Did you die yet? Didn't you die yet?
No, Neil.
Well, work on it. We want you dead before Monday, okay, you old fart. It is good, though, that he reminded me of Hotel Pharmacy right there on Alton Road, Miami Beach. Was it Alton Road?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Found, I don't remember whether it was $15. It wasn't more than 10 or 15 right there on the street. And I was broke. I had no cash. The flagship bank ATM was out of order. And back in those days, of course, who the hell had credit cards? All I had was my bank card from the flagship bank. Remember the flagship banks?
Nope.
You know? Flagship?
I don't think so.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
I was out of town for a long time, remember?
Oh, that's right. Used to have the flagship bank. And I had my bank card, and I had my big fat paycheck in there from KAT, $225 a week gross.
Oh! That sounds gross.
It was gross, all right.
I wish I made that much.
Chris wishes he made half of that. Now.
Uh-huh.
That's all right. You wait and see. You're going to be tied into George's deal.
I'm sorry, Chris.
QAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, may I speak with Neil?
Speaking.
Hi, Neil. My name is Bianca. I was online and I looked at your page. I was wondering, do you have any more information on Judge Eileen O'Connor from the state of Florida?
Who's that?
You wrote an article about it. She is,
I wrote an article about it?
Yes, it's on the page.
I didn't write it. You mean it's on our website?
Yeah, it's on your website.
Well, who is she? I don't even know who she is.
She's a judge in Florida that tends to be, I guess she has 2 complaints about being racist against her.
Really?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
No?
No.
Blackmail on the court?
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay, well, thank you anyway.
Okay. I just dumped that. That all sounded real fishy to me. I don't remember any such article. Do you? I didn't put anything on there like ever. But we dumped you, honey, so forget about it. She's obviously looking to stir us some crap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, she listens online, and Judge Ivy...
I doubt it.
What?
I doubt it.
You doubt what?
That she listens online.
How do you know? Are you some kind of a doubting Thomas? Is that it?
Yes, that's what I am, a skeptic.
Yeah, George's real name is Tom. Doubting Thomas. Whatever you say, he don't buy it.
Tomfoolery.
12 minutes after noon at 560 WQAM. It's our 4th day with the calls. I think we got it licked now, man. And, of course, if you have your flavor saver, you can lick it all day long. That's for real slobs, you know, people that don't want to, take a napkin and wipe off their mouth after they have, a big sloppy meal or something, whatever big and sloppy, you know. Yeah. Wipe off your puss, okay? Jesus Christ.
I always do.
Flavor saver. Oh, God.
Who's going to give Ricky a blow?
I know what it's like to stumble. I know what it means to get knocked down, but I've never stayed down. I never will.
That's the spirit, Hillary. You listen to me, kid. I'm going to take you all the way to the presidency. Why, I remember back in the Outlander days. Best thing you ever did was throw the right hook. After all, I was the penguin.
Let me tell you something. When it comes to finishing the fight, Rocky and I have a lot in common.
Don't let that other kid bother you. You stick with me.
I never quit. I never get up. And I know that we're going to make it together.
That's the spirit, kid.
We're going to climb that mountain.
You got to keep fighting. You can't let them get you down, champ. I'm every old man you ever knew.
You know what? Rich people, God bless us.
Don't give up now, Hillary. You want to be president like a man? Oh, then you've got to act like a man. So drink your eggs. Drink your eggs, boy. Do your squats. You got to do your squats, Hillary. Yeah, I mean, girl. To whatever you are. I've seen you in practice. I don't know what you got hanging there. Not my business.
We will attack Iran and totally obliterate them.
That's right, Hillary. Don't give up, kid. Keep chasing the chicken. Chase the chicken, yeah. Chase the chicken. You keep chasing the chicken, see? And you'll be fine. You're going to be the champ. You're going to be the president. Chase the chicken.
That's it, Swillery. Choke the chicken. It's 12:18 at 560 WQAM. We got the Jerk Show coming up at 2 o'clock. Any interest?
No.
Okay. I noticed Jolly Joe had a few interesting comments to make about that this morning, but we won't talk about it on the air. What?
Huh?
567-0560, pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular Wireless line. So how did you think that meeting went this morning, our sales meet?
I think it went about 35 minutes.
No, I'm not asking that, but I mean, do you think that was in any way productive, or was it just a dog and pony show?
Yeah, mostly that. I think they feel a little bit better now.
About what?
About themselves.
No, seriously, they feel better about what?
I don't know. I don't know.
That we're moving in some kind of direction?
I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot about
I didn't understand. I should have had an interpreter because Chris Jones was speaking that drawlese that he speaks, you know, that drawl.
I could have interpreted for you.
Could you? That drawlese. Well, that's right. You got that house in North Carolina.
That's right.
Nothing could be fun.
To live there.
I don't cotton to his. I don't know. He talks a lot of gibberish.
I was reared in the South.
So how are we doing on our thing, by the way?
15.
Wow. Hey, if you want those certificates, baby, you better hop on them right now because there's only 15 left. That's not
13.
bad. What?
13 now.
87 gone. That is a feather in my old cap. Wow. We still got it. 13 left for Cantina Laredo. If you want to go in there and get some of that great brisket, everything in the spot sounded great, and what you're telling me about what you're eating sounded good, too.
Yeah.
What about that chicken breast?
What about it? I didn't have it.
You have it yet, Chris?
No.
We had all kinds of good stuff in it. Well, I'm ready for Morton's Steakhouse right now, man. And you know what I'm going to get? I think I'm going to get double order of it. Those sautéed onions and sliced mushrooms. Oh, man.
Sounds great.
I just love onions. If you had any idea.
I do.
In fact, what I'm going to do is go out and get a bushel of onions, and I'm just going to sit here and eat them on the air every day. And starting next January, when that new paycheck starts coming in, and I can cry every day. Of course, I don't need the onions. George is saying, oh, yeah, you should really cry making that kind of money. Look what I'm getting. I don't know what you are getting. Do you know yet? What did Jolly Joe say on the way out this morning? Did he say, I'll see you in a couple of days and we'll work on that deal? Or what?
He said, sit tight. No, he didn't say anything.
Sit tight?
Yeah.
He didn't say a word?
He didn't say nothing.
Well, that's not very helpful.
Whatever.
5670560. Let's get those phones smoking, baby. Yeah, you know that phony call line 9? I'm glad I dumped it because it was another setup deal, you know.
Sure.
Now that we're taking calls again, all the Oja provocateurs are getting together. Like yesterday, we had that little run of the racial calls, you know, 3 or 4 more. Same that's been going on for years.
Mm-hmm.
Same old stuff, as transparent as a pane in the ass of glass. And then she calls up with this, because I just looked at our stories, because I can't remember all the stories I post on there, you know. There's no story that even resembles that.
But still, that would have rung a bell if because you're posting.
Of course.
What's that have to do with 10 certificates, though?
I beg your pardon?
What's that have to do with 10 certificates, though?
We got 10 left?
See.
We're down to 10, baby. Once they're gone, they're gone. $50 certificates, only $25. Even with the hard times that we're in right now. And you know something? Because of the hard times that we're in, it's a nice deal getting 50% off on a meal.
Damn straight.
Am I right? Ask Neil, it's a good deal. You bet.
This was good.
Have enough money left over, maybe you can
buy
enough
rice
gas to get there.
Oh, yeah. You know, just a side. They don't.
So what was good?
The rice.
Really?
It was not spicy. Had a lot of flavor to it.
Yiso?
No. Yiso what?
WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Are you calling from the bird bath or what? What was that sound?
There's a little noise in the background. Sorry about that.
Yeah, okay. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how's it going today?
Okay, sir.
Good. You know, I don't listen to many of the talking heads, but what's appalling and makes me absolutely gag is these guys giving lard-ass Limbaugh credit for moving all these numbers over to Hillary.
In Indiana, yes?
Oh, this guy.
Well, there were a few Republicans that voted for her because he was, harping on that crap.
Well, it's a shame that the people are so swayed by this lard ass that they can't think of what's right for the country, and they're all concerned about themselves.
That's all they know is what's right for the country. Far right.
Just had to vent a little, Neil.
Okay, good luck to you, pal. Don't worry about lard ass. He's popping them. Maybe he'll pop some roids before the week is over. Let me refresh this, baby, and see how we're doing. 9. All we got left for the certificates is 9. Wow. Is he still around, by the way? Because he keeps leaving and coming back. Reaper, is he still there or what?
I think he's working weekends only.
Oh, God. Get rid of him already, will you? No wonder we had a bad book. He's like a bad penny, man. He's bad luck.
Yeah, but it's fun when he works with Beast on the air.
Why is that?
They hate each other?
They hate each other and they just, yell at each other.
Oh, they really do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
I never knew that.
What's funny is they both kind of, have the same type of a personality, but they just hate each other.
The difference is we like the Beast. I do, anyway. I'm looking on the schedule. Beast is on Sunday, 11 to 2, 3 hours.
And if you look from 12 o'clock, who's his producer?
No, it doesn't. No. Look at that. Curtis is on 9 to 11 Sunday. Beast is producing that, and then the Beast is on 11 to 2, and Greg produces that. There's no Robert Grieper on.
No, I think Beast is probably doing updates. And then Greg is probably doing updates when Beast is on the air. Thinking about
wait a minute. Grieper, there you go. It's in the right-hand column. Excuse me, I can't follow this. Creeper is on noon to 6, so he'll be on there with the Beast. They'll be ripping each other. And that's good. That might be entertaining. I doubt it, but it might just be. Now, why do they hate each other?
I don't know.
George must know.
No, I don't.
I never knew that. I mean, what would be the reason for that? Besides the fact that Grieper
they just clashed somewhere somehow.
Phony and a backstabber and like that. 9. And plus illiterate. 9. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
WQAM, hello.
Neil God.
Yes, sir.
Who's the sales hole that sold Cantina Laredo?
I don't know.
Leave it to the crack staff at WQAM sales staff. Cantina Laredo is also a Polly's pick today.
5670560 and pound 560 in the Verizon Singular Wireless line. I have no idea what he's talking about, and I couldn't care less.
Right.
Like I said, that's part of That's part of the New Deal, you know. And every one of them is going to get the same treatment as that one.
Mm-hmm.
Paulie. Who the hell's Paulie? Oh, Castanova? Is that who he's talking about?
I assume.
Oh, Paulie. Well, Paulie won't see him no more. Boy, you talk about a guy who is a legend in his own mind.
Oh, Paulie won't see him no more.
Oh, that was Tessio, wasn't it? Now, even you know that's...
Oh, Paulie won't see him no more.
Clemenza.
Oh, yeah, well,
Clemenza was the one sound. He's
took
got
care of it. It was
definitive sound, man. We only got 9 certificates left for Canteen Laredo. And it's still 9. You let me know when it starts whittling down, okay?
Will do.
Whittle it down. Whittle it down until we get the flavor saver going. Yeah, that looks like crap, okay? All you guys out there that because some movie star or somebody on TV told you this really was neat and cool and looked great. It looks like crap. It looks like your razor blade broke in the middle of a shave or something. It looks like garbage. Unclean. Ew. You know what I like? I like squeaky clean. You know what I mean? Squeaky clean. No B.O., right. No schmutz, no none of that.
I took a survey. The girls like that, too.
What, squeaky clean?
That's right.
Well, good.
Smooth.
Clean it off.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
And hold it.
You want to see me, Clarence?
Yes, Jax. Sit down in that chair.
Huh?
Sit down in that chair.
For strings?
Check this out.
Wow. Buck wild, baby. Very rocky hard.
Oh, I have a tear in my nylon, but am I not wicked sexy?
Well, I'm not into that sort of thing, but a wig might help. Ow! Ow! Why are you doing this to me, panty boy? Ow!
You! We're on another show talking on the air about subjects unrelated to sport. Subjects such as ooey gooey women.
Well, yeah. Ow! What's wrong with that? Ow!
You agree to adhering to our strict demands of sports gayness.
Ow!
And you will continue to do so.
Ow!
Now say it.
Heat! Ow!
Say it!
Heat!
Stay with me, sister. Remember what psychotic sport holes always say. Bring out the gayness and bring out the best sport.
12:31 at 560. That Clarence man, what a girl. So how are we doing on the thing there? We still at 9? 6. Only 6 left. Boy, if we can sell out 100 before 1 o'clock, I'm going to roll around on the floor and make guttural sounds for an hour.
Again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so the guy that called before, and I forgot all about it. I should have checked it out right away. He was right. Eddie Arnold's dead.
Oh,
Eddie Arnold died.
Oh, my gosh.
Whose mellow baritone songs like Make the World Go Away made him one of the most successful country singers in history. Esmer singer died this morning just days short of his 90th birthday. That's bad. Wouldn't you think that when you get to be close to 90, that's like a landmark and you'd like to at least live long enough for that? Like my mother, she made it to 91 and she croaked on her 91st birthday.
Yeah.
Just to prove to me that 90 wasn't old enough, you know. Just to be a, pain in the ass. How long ago did she die, by the way? July 5th, which isn't that far away. What was it, 3 years ago or 4 years? I don't know. Oh, we don't want to hear that. He was on RCA Records, buddy.
This is my favorite song of all time.
Arnold died at a care facility near Nashville, said Don Cusick, no relation to Fred Cusick. Professor at Belmont University, author the biographer Eddie Arnold, I'll hold you in my heart. His wife of 66 years, Sally, had died in March, and in the same month, Arnold fell outside his home, injuring his hip. Not a good move, Eddie. Eddie Arnold, the famous,
He died?
Right.
You know, they just don't make yodeling songs as much as they used to.
Thank the Lord. I never heard that song in my life. What is it?
Cattle Call song?
No.
That was one of my favorites. I used to have to play this when I was a DJ.
Never heard it. Don't you have Make the World? Come on.
I don't.
That's his signature song. You don't have that?
Amazing.
Make the World Go Away?
I don't. I'll go get it.
Arnold's vocals on songs like the 1965 Make the World Go Away, one of his many #1 country hits, and a top 10 hit on the pop charts. Will you shut that off? Jesus. Made him one of the most successful country singers in history. Folksy yet sophisticated, he became pioneer of the Nashville sound, also called Countrypolitan. A mixture of country and pop styles. That's like metrosexual, just another stupid expression, you know. It means nothing. Metrosexual my ass. His crossover success paved the way for later singers such as Kenny Rogers and Neil Rogers. That's where a singer, man, Eddie Arnold. I sing a little country, I sing a little pop, and I sing a little folk, and it all goes together, we said 1970. That's all you got by Eddie Arnold, what you just played?
I'm going to go get Make the World Go Away.
Make the world go away.
Before the end of the show.
Make that song go away, please. He was elected to the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1966. The following year, he was the first person to receive the Entertainer of the Year award from the Country Music Association. The reference book Top Country Singles 1944 to 93 by Joel Whitburn ranked Eddie Arnold the #1 country singer in terms of overall success on the Billboard country charts. It lists his first #1 hit as It's a Sin 1947, and the following year ranks his Bouquet of Roses as the biggest hit of the entire year. Wow. So Bouquet of Roses, can you smell it?
Mm-hmm.
Other hits included Cattle Call, The Last Word in Lonesome Is Me, Anytime, Bouquet of Roses, What's He Doing in My World, I Want to Go With You, Somebody Like Me, Lonely Again, and Turn the World Around. Turn it around. And let me see it. Most of his hits were done in association with famed guitarist Chet Atkins, the producer on most of the recording sessions. The late Dinah Shore, that's Fannie Rose Shore. She was Jewish, and she was really embarrassed when people found out about This Is Your Life. Because she wanted to come across like Chris Jones, you know, like a real Southern belle yahoo, you know? Yeah. Her real name was Fannie Rose Shore. Oh, my God, she was just mortified. The late Dinah Shore once described his voice as like warm butter and syrup being poured over wonderful buttermilk pancakes. Wow. Reflecting on his career, he said he never copied anyone. I really had an idea about how I wanted to sing from the very beginning, he said. He revitalized his career in the 1960s by adding strings, a controversial move for a country artist back then, strings. He put strings on his thing. I got to thinking if I just took the same kind of songs I've been singing and added violins to them, I'd have a new sound. They cussed me, but the disc jockeys grabbed it. The artists began to say, he's left us. Then within a year, they were doing it. They were playing violins. Arnold was born May 15, 1918, on a farm near Henderson, Tennessee, son of a sharecropper. Early in his career, his manager was, I bet you never knew this, Colonel Tom Parker, later became Elvis's manager.
I had no idea.
How do you like that? His image was always that of a modest, clean-cut country boy, which means he was doing a lot of screwing. You can't satisfy all the people, he once said. They have an image of me. Some people think I'm Billy Graham's half-brother, but I'm not. I want people to get this hero thing off their mind and just let me be me. His survivors include a son and a daughter. Let me be me, baby. Let it be me. Remember that? Let it be me. Bad song, very morbid. God bless the day. Who did that, Let It Be Me? I found you.
I'll go find out.
You don't remember Let It Be Me?
Nope.
Oh.
Maybe if I heard it.
Come on. Are you a crazy
not the way you're
person or
singing
what? Let it be me. Come on. You know who did that. Do I have to bend down to get the book? I don't want to bend down. Toronto could be a dangerous move. You got it?
Betty Everett and Jerry Butler. Jerry Butler.
Original. That's a cover version. That's like, 100 years later.
Really? I know the song. Hang on. Everly Brothers. There we go.
There you go. Of course, on Cadence Records, baby. And who else was on Cadence Records? Andy Williams.
By the way, yes, of course. I know the song well.
Yes. And you know who else? Roger Williams and Jane Morgan.
I bless the day I found you.
There's only one certificate left, by the way. It's 12:37. You know where your children are. There's only one certificate left from Canteen Laredo. I love the Everly Brothers, man. I would like to have been a part of that sandwich. Right between Don and Phil. First I'll take a pill, and then I'll squeeze between Don and Phil. Boy, they sure were pretty, those two boys. The Everly Brothers. They looked a little bit... They weren't, though. I don't want you to get nervous. It's not like a Raymond Burr thing where people are going to get their bubble burst. Oh, not the Everly Brothers, not them, too. Aren't there any straight people left? Just enough to keep the population going. That's all we need. That's as many straight people as we need. Just enough to keep reproducing. And we need zero population growth anyway, right?
Right.
Desperately needed. Forced sterilization. That's the only hope for the future of the human race. And we start right in my building, by the way, with all these ragheads. Oh, we're sold out. Not official, though, yet, is it?
Correct. No, unofficial.
Unofficially sold out in 37 minutes or something like that. Now, that, you might think that's not all that great, but it's in 100 certificates. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That is a real watermark, a watershed mark for us on this show, if you ask me. I feel like I really accomplished something here today. Solid as
rock solid
as the Big O's ass. Go away. He's dead. Eddie Arnold. Off of my shoulder. Boy, he could pound out a quarter ounce of sound, baby. He was really something else. He was like comme ci, comme ça, you know what I mean?
No.
Like vanilla ice cream, like tapioca pudding, like that. Not good, not bad, just like a 60 cycle tone, you know. Mm-hmm. Like Sandy Payton. Like that.
Well, that cattle call song with the yodeling.
I did like that. That
set the world on fire.
It's almost like hearing the Harmonicats again. So Eddie Arnold, now I always get him confused with Nelson Eddie, who I'm sure is long since dead. You know, all those Eddie guys. Now, wasn't Eddie Arnold on Green Acres, or am I confusing him with somebody else? Oh no, that wasn't him. That was who was that?
Eddie Albert.
Eddie Albert. See, there's Nelson Eddie, Eddie Albert, Eddie Arnold. Oh my God.
Yeah, and don't forget.
Eddie. Biggest names.
Of course.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
I am Mohoward the David, decrepit and I'm ancient. All over my old face are blue and reddish, moist bold veins. I don't know why they hate me, or why they always rate me. It must be 'cause I got these blue and reddish, moist bold veins.
A vein pop on my arm like a Rannoch Nally Mapalakawat. I got veins on my nose, and nobody knows that under my clothes I wear pantyhose. But that don't mean that I'm gay. If you think my arms are bad, you ought to see my legs. I might as well keep them smooth and shaved to show a little class the next time I'm raping her. I could go to a surgeon, but that gives me the shivers. I would not want to walk out looking like Joan Rivers. Where am I here? I fired the beast, the fat little freak. I did him a favor. Now he can't afford to eat. The reason I dismissed that stinking fat bastard is because he wouldn't shut up, and he can't play canasta. Hey, somebody talking over there. Nobody talks when I rap. I rap, then you talk. Hey, look at me. I'm hip, hip. I ain't no square. I'm a ding-dong daddy, man. I'm really dead. I fire anyone I want. I don't care. Especially if they make me flip my wig made of smelly green hair. I got fired myself. It even happens to the greats. Westman once said, "You get out of here or else we break your legs." So now I sit by the pool. Life's as good as it gets. With my paladin cocktail, placing bets on the Jets. In paradise. Paradise. I don't kiss nobody's ass in paradise. I'll be schlepping down the Spoogans when I get the chance, but the cleaners aren't ready with my lime green pants. How long does it take? Guilty calling complaint. It was just a little thought, so what? I left this thing. You think that's funny? Want a knuckle sandwich, buddy? I can do what I want, because the management loves me.
Gonna tell you something, Mo? Something you ought to know. For the longest time, I wanted you to be my hoe.
You wipe my tight, pal. Now answer straight. Tell Mel. What are you doing?
I won't take no for an answer.
Get out of here. Not you.
Get out of here. Get up, bitch.
Okay, 38 minutes. We sold out Cantina Laredo. That's pretty good work by us, if we say so ourselves. Not bad, huh?
No, like the food was excellent.
Good. That's what counts. Makes me all whipped up for that dinner I got tonight. What's the worst complaint you've ever had with air travel? That's our poll, such as it is. 216 vote. By the way, thank you, Mr. President, for those low gas prices. Record highs again today. But a real bargain on oil. You can get a barrel of oil for $122.05. At least that's what it was an hour ago when I wrote that down. You think I better check it again?
Yeah, again.
Now give us those numbers, Neil. Give us the numbers, Neil. Too cramped and crowded on a plane, 43. Oil, 123.17, like I said. Oh, no. Woo! More record highs. They are just, talk about gang rape being funny, man. The ragheads are just raping the whole world. That's what's going on here. And the guy that talked about seeing network for the first time and about the Ned Beatty speech in the ITT boardroom, the world is a business, that's all. That's what the war is all about. It's a business for Halliburton and Bechtel and Kellogg Brown and Root and Boeing and all these other grave robbers. That's what it's all about. It's just big business. All these dead people, they don't give a crap about that. They just want to see the bottom line, that's all. It's like radio. They discard more. There's more carcasses buried on the side of the road in radio, man. Are you kidding me? 216 vote. Too crowded and, what's that? Woo! Too cramped and crowded, 43. Well, there's the ab rocket. Think if I get the ab rocket, I can look like what they just showed on TV?
In 5 minutes.
No, yeah. Stalled on the tarmac for a long time, 41. Flight delayed, 32. They lost my luggage, 23. Who I sat next to, 16. Fat. Flight canceled, 16. Turbulence, 13. The flight attendants, bad flight attendant service, 6. Couldn't smoke, 5. There's too many choices on this poll. Airplane restroom, it was a toilet, man, 4. One of my favorite scenes in any movie was, what was it, Peter Sellers in...
Which one? The Pink Panther?
Was that the one where he was in the airplane tea room with his broken leg, with his cast?
Yeah. Yes, one of them.
One of the Pink Panthers.
Yes.
Great. Couldn't smoke, 5. Airplane restroom, 4. Mishap occurred, 4. Never flown, 4. 4 people in this audience have never flown. Flap your arm and see if it works. Airplane food, 4. I got airsick, 2. Blah! Bad ticket counter service, 2. The accommodations sucked, 1. And the in-flight movie or lack of one, none. Oh, there's this must be the Ab Rocket infomercial or something.
The Blast Away the Calories meal plan. Plus, a 20-minute fun rockin' cardio dance party to help you lose pounds and inches.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I looked like that guy, I'd be too busy to do this show. I'd be too damn busy. 5670560. We're going to take some more calls or what?
What? Might as well. They're all lighting up. They must have something to say.
I know that. Just relax, okay? Just slow down a little bit. It's been a pressure-packed week on the show now.
Sure has.
WQAM, hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
On that bit, bring out the Guinness. I thought that was...
WQAM, hello. Yeah, it's copyrighted. Hello.
They are stealing a lot of material from the...
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Okay.
I heard something yesterday that made my head spin. I guess FDR had it where the rich people, like billionaires, were paying a whole ton of tax money, and then Reagan and his sons came in and lowered that.
Yeah, Reagan started the trickle-down thing, man. It started trickling down people's legs, right?
Right, and now what I heard, I don't know if this is right, the billionaires and stuff are only paying 15%, whereas we pay 33, 35%.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
What do you mean, what's up with that? The Republicans are the party of big business, man. That's what it's all about.
I understand that, but I mean, there's more middle-class people, working-class people than there are billionaires. You're talking.
Well, that's why you have to say goodbye to the Nazis, man. It's very simple. Don't make a big simus about it, okay? It's real simple. And, of course, they keep talking about, tax cuts, and the average people think they're talking about tax cuts for them, and, of course, they're not. Tax cuts for the rich. That's what McCain likes now, too, all of a sudden. And you want to know why? Because his wife is loaded. He won't tell us how much money she's worth. Because he lies a lot. It's too embarrassing.
Don't tell.
What's he got that her with all that money? I mean, she's kind of a washed-out blonde bitch, but nevertheless. How do you like that broad the other day called in, or was it a woman or a guy? It was a guy. About Michelle Obama. She doesn't have what it takes to be the first lady. What does it take to be the first lady?
Married to the husband?
That probably makes sense. She doesn't have what it takes. Although I will be honest with you, I'm not that crazy about her.
Yeah, well, let's elect him and not her.
Now, of course, I'm not going to vote for her, but I'm just saying, I don't know. She doesn't really impress me all that much. Well, that's just because she's a woman. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. That must be it. WQAM, hello. See, I punched the one line that wasn't ringing. That was good. WQAM, hello.
Hey, good afternoon, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got a little story I've been wanting to tell you guys for a while. True story. A couple months ago, I was in Boca, and a retail expo with my wife, and I ran into Howard David. I went up to him and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I used to listen to you on 560, and I enjoyed you calling the games, which I did. I thought he was pretty good on the games.
Yeah.
And
how did you know it was him? Where have you seen him before?
Well, I see him on the picture on the website.
Oh, I see.
And then I recognized him, but I went up to him and I told him all that, and he looks at me and he goes, "You're probably another trained monkey, aren't you?" And I just paused and I go, "What are you talking about? I mean, I'm giving you a compliment, and you're really being surly about it." And he's like, "Oh, you're a trained monkey. You're probably going to come up here," and he starts cursing and he walks away.
Take off those checkered pants.
And then there was a guy next to me. He goes, "Hey, isn't that the doy guy?"
Too bad that story isn't true. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was.
Well, come on. Don't be such a skeptic for crap. What?
Well, pretend it was.
Yeah, let's pretend that was a true story. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Mommy.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to tell you that I shoved a master lock.
Good. WQAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm the guy who called in the other day.
Rectum. I beg your pardon?
Yes, I was the gentleman who called in last week and said that she was not made of the stuff that a first lady is supposed to be made of. But
yeah, what does it mean?
What did it mean? It said, well, you know what? She was always head and shoulders above her peers when she was in high school, elementary school, junior high school, and college, but she kind of gravitated towards educated white people, and her own people called her an Oreo cookie back then, basically, and the N-word. But
nobody votes for the first lady, sir, whether we like her or don't like her. Nobody cares.
Also, I hope that Obama, if given the opportunity, will live up to his word to eliminate lobbyists and special interest groups' money, but he will not do that. And also, one other thing, I have a Carnival Cruise Line stock, and they made $1 billion last year. Not doing too good this year, but since Ted Anderson's Sons and Mickey has stock, the company registered in a foreign country, they should have paid $338 million in income tax, federal income tax. They paid zero, sir.
Yeah.
So, but the whole thing is, Obama is a
Well, wasn't
great
it Ted Anderson that ran off with $9 billion to Israel to avoid paying taxes, or did I just dream that?
No, because he didn't have a state tax and they had to pay. That's why, same thing with the Dravi family. They had to sell to Wayne because they had no proper rules or any legality written down, and they had to fight, and the sister and the brother and the mother, they were killing each other. But listen, anyhow, if he gets given the chance, we know change is needed, Neil, but if
no change is needed? No change is needed?
No, change is needed. But if he would have kept his pie hole shut, he would have been it would be not just big hoopla over him. He would have been the vice president, and people would have seen he's a human being, and then he would have been president for 8 years, instead of everybody like this infighting, okay? Thank you, sir.
Do you have any idea what he just said? No.
Biggest name.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
He would have just kept his pie hole shut, man.
Boy, it's the 1 to 2 hour.
I'm the president. We will attack Iran. And I want them to understand that. We would be able to totally obliterate them.
All right.
Geldy, talking on a sports show. Trying to be macho. Your voice sounds just like a 7-year-old girl. A little sports whole shill. What else are you there for? Geldy, talking like a baby who needs a little training. Why can't you understand? You don't sound like a man. Remove the rubber bands that choke your scrotum. Guilty, 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 guilty. Your lucky management don't care. 'Cause guilty, you don't belong there on the air. And guilty, the sports can wait till your voice cracks. 'Cause anyone who sounds like that should find another job. And they should only take you back when both your BBs drop. Oh, guilty, guilty. When you gonna grow up? You make us want to throw up. You silly squeaky fool. Go to broadcasting school. Your prepubescent voice makes you sound like a putz. You're a putz. You're a putz. You're a putz.
Oh, by the way, Pastor Hagee, John McCain's pastor, said the U.S. ought to destroy Islam. I just thought I'd mention it in passing.
There's like, what, over 1 billion, so we're going to be busy.
Yeah, well, we better get busy.
Yeah.
Starting in my building here, man.
And you know, they keep making
like
more, you know.
Flies, like rabbits, like mice, like field mice. Well, look at this now. Here's the Nick Giuliani story on the Raw Story. It says, Clinton campaign entering its twilight. Oh! I ought to play Twilight Time by the Platters.
Coming right up.
In honor of Swillery. And not only Twilight Time, but what about that?
I don't have it.
Twilight Zone. You don't have Twilight Time by the Platters?
No, I'll go get it.
I bet you got smoke hits in your eyes, though. And My Prayer. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Tony Williams in the Platters, man. He had a great voice. He was good. I think he's dead. What is that? Smoke gets in your eyes?
Sure does.
Okay, that's enough. With Tuesday's split decision in North Carolina, Indiana, nonetheless giving Barack Obama a needed shot of adrenaline, experts and observers are coming to the realization that Hillary Clinton cannot win the Democratic presidential nomination. Cannot win it. She's done. She's finished. Bye-bye, honey. The Hillary Death Watch, maintained by online magazine Slate, has plummeted in the last 2 days, now down to 2.5%, down 10 points from Monday. Online speculators similarly see the former First Lady as a bad investment. Investors betting on the Democratic victory at the in-trade political prediction markets give Clinton a less than 9% chance of winning, down from around 25% the day before this week's primaries. With perception solidifying that Obama will be the Democratic Party's nominee in November, the question seems not whether Clinton will exit the race, but when. Writes Time Magazine's Karen Tumulty. Clinton's campaign is still vowing to fight on, and she scheduled campaign stops in 3 upcoming primary states today. However, the vigorous optimism that accompanied Clinton's campaign, even after setbacks earlier in the primary season, seems to have deflated. In a fundraising email to supporters Wednesday night, Clinton struck a defiant tone as she appealed for contributions that would allow her campaign to continue. Here's why was the subject line of the email, in which Clinton referenced her personal determination to keep forging forward. Because she's a hard-ass bitch, that's why. She just won't throw the towel in. You know, when it's over, it's over. Like I've told you before, when they're gone.
That's right, yeah, it's over.
When the chance is gone, it's gone. Just like those certificates are gone. We did a good job today.
Yes, indeed. Be proud.
I'm very proud. Like a peacock.
Proud. The few. The
gay. The ugly. QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, what's up?
Yes, sir.
I was the pothead that called in last week, and I was just wondering where you get your bud from, because you must be smoking some good stuff if you want that big-eared having, big nose, breathing all the white man's air, Boone, to be our next president.
That was real clever, wasn't it? His boyfriend sitting there in the back with his finger up his buddy's
rectum.
Yeah.
Tickling his funny bone.
Yeah. 5670560, pound. What, he talking bad about Pat Boone again? That's not good. Whatever happened to Debbie Boone? Boy, talk about a flash in the pan. You light up my... Remember she had that one song?
Right.
Everybody hated it, by the way. You light up my life. And then she vanished. I mean, just as well. Well, don't tell me you got it.
I got it all, baby, and if I don't got it, I'll get it.
No. Ah! Debbie Boone.
She had some cans, you know.
Did she really? Well, Daddy had, he had something.
Yeah. Boone in the box.
Yeah.
She had some
Not
Debbie
much.
boobs.
That's right. I forgot about that. We already know what he had. Like a nub. Okay, that's enough. It's a depressing song. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Daddy.
QAM, hello.
I'm Will from Brimley, and I got diabetes.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Ground.
QAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Neil?
Yes.
Hey, Neil.
Are they coming to get you or what? They're in the background. Are those sirens? What is that?
Yeah, on I-75, man. It's like a parking lot.
Yeah.
Neil, about 4 years ago, I moved up to Central Florida, and then I was blessed enough to be able to buy a little place up in Michigan. Haven't really been able to get you that much on the radio, but I'm telling you, the last 2 days that I've been listening to you on the radio, it's been brutal with those callers. Brutal. And
It's been great.
And I feel
It's been
sorry.
sensational, man.
Sensational. I feel sorry for it. But you know what?
You feel sorry for me for what?
There's nothing left in South Florida other than shopping centers and condos and South American people. I mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing. I-75, a guy decides to pass on the street.
Go back to Ypsilanti, pal. Go back to Ypsilanti. You lost. 5670560, pound 560 in the Verizon Singular Wireless. All these negative people, sour people. I sure hope we don't have no sour people come by at Gulfstream next. Oh, and I forgot to mention.
Yep.
On the QM website, QM.com. They actually put the thing up about my appearance.
All right.
Now, it doesn't have the time on there because that would be getting a little too carried away. Neil's return to South Florida. Look at that. South Florida's #1 talk host will be making an appearance at, and now it's back to some other crap. Let me get back to...
Just click the one.
I just did that. Would you relax? Don't you think I know how to do this? Jesus, God, you get like George more every day.
It ain't us.
Like I'm some kind of a functional illiterate or something, for Christ's sake.
Because of your Alzheimer's.
No, because who I work for. Gulfstream Park Casino on May 17th. That's Saturday, May 17th, 3 to 5 p.m. Be signing them stupid picture cards. Now, what are we doing about the picture cards? What are we getting? Those cartoon ones?
Right, and they're going to be some nice, sizable prints, collectible prints. They can frame it, put it on their wall.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that guy that called earlier in the show about, those pictures, it'll be really great. Well, what's great about it, okay? If you want it, here it is, no charge. Maybe if I charge like $100 a piece.
Even
government troops haven't intervened in Lesbianon yet, but boy, they're shooting and crap going on there. It's the Shias and the Sunnis, man. See, the Jews don't have to worry because the Arabs are all busy killing each other now. That's the new deal. Now, of course, when the Orthodox Jews start stirring it up in Israel, in the Holy Land, as Joe Rose would say, when they start stirring it up. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hey, Neil. I'm trying to have an intelligent conversation with you. I'm trying to drop some knowledge on you. You don't hang up.
The fake pothead.
QAM, hello. QAM.
Yes, good morning.
Good afternoon.
My pimple's so beautiful.
WQAM, hello. QAM, hola. Hello.
Hey, can I speak to Neil?
Speaking.
Neil, this is John. First time. Hey, just about a month ago, I started watching Keith Olbermann, that Countdown show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't usually watch MSNBC. I was a Bill O'Reilly fan.
Oh, yeah.
Until you turned me on to Keith Olbermann.
Well, let me ask you something. Why would you watch Bill O'Reilly? For what point? In other words, to become a right-wing lunatic, to become a card-carrying, goose-stepping Nazi? I mean, what would be the point?
Actually, he had me convinced that it was fair and balanced.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And then I
you
saw
have something
the light.
unbalanced. Look in the mirror and you'll see it. Unbalanced.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
I'm dying over here.
You fairy.
When Bill O'Reilly's dialing, sure he isn't wearing pants. He'll tell you if you like your job, then you'll give him a lap dance.
Rectum.
And if you tell O'Reilly you're not looking to and call you an extortionist. All the factors fair and balanced, but not when he calls at night. He's looking for a lassie who likes it a little to the right.
Wreck 'em.
When Bill O'Reilly's horny, sure it ain't a no-spin zone. So when Bill O'Reilly's dialing, you best not pick up your phone.
117 at QM. I can't believe what I found on the floor.
All right.
Cans.
Yes.
Cans. I bought a long time ago.
Like headphones?
Yeah. And I plugged them in here, and these can go really loud.
Really?
Wow.
So you can deafen yourself.
Woo! You hear that? Can you hear the... No, you can't hear it. I can hear it, though. I mean, just absolutely deafening. I don't know. I'll wear them for a little while. They're uncomfortable, though. I hate headphones. You like them?
No, I don't. They hurt your ears after a while.
Exactly. They hurt your head. Like they make the calls, they hurt your head.
Either way, like the really big fat ones will make your ears sweat.
No, these aren't, though. These are the ones, the wraparound ones, with like little,
still,
they suck.
Yeah, they do.
5670560, pound 5. They're too loud. Jesus. They've got like a little thing on it. Let me twist my little thing. Oh, yeah. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. And they're a little tinny, too. Oh, speaking of that, about 3 or 4 breaks ago, I forgot to say anything, and probably this as well. Was there some dropouts on some spots you were playing, or was that just on our connection?
I didn't notice any, no.
Any audio involved?
Mm-mm.
It was starting to do that, like that. WQAM, hello. First call on the cans, baby. It's a really good one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
Every time you mention Morton's, my mouth waters because they have an iceberg wedge lettuce appetizer.
Yeah.
With their homemade blue cheese dressing.
Really?
Out of hand. And
I better have that tonight.
And the desserts are out of hand too, man.
Yep.
Okay, buddy. You take care now.
See you, Pally. Yeah, Morton's is really good, man. It's great. I'm going to eat until there's no more eating to be done. That sounds good. I'm not that crazy about salads, but with the blue cheese in it, like the big crumbles of blue cheese. Yeah. Oh, man. And that's really bad for your cholesterol, too. That's like having fettuccine Alfredo, heart attack on a plate.
Mm-hmm.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, settle down now. Settle down. Just suck the emo juice off of the white sheet.
WQAM, hello.
Better my boss to me to shave my neck a bit.
WQAM, hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you've ever heard of a place called the Olive Garden, but it's a fabulous restaurant.
Yeah, right. Sure. WQAM, hello.
Come on, it's Joe West.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hey, listen, tough guy. Me and the boyfriend are coming down.
Yeah, tough guy. Me and the boyfriend are coming down. We're going to do each other right there in front of everybody at Gulfstream, and we're going to stick our foot up each other's ass.
Me and the boyfriend. What did we ever do? I'm going to get rid of these. I can't stand them. They're noisy.
The headphones, yeah.
Oh, I hate them.
Ugh. Give you a headache.
I thought it was an interesting idea. And then, of course, after what we just got on the phone in the last 5 minutes there, like some kind of an S&M exercise with me on the M side. 5670560. I will say this. It's almost the end of the show on Thursday. It's our 4th straight day, and we haven't had any dearth of calls. We haven't had very many good ones, but nevertheless. Sure beats reading all them bedtime stories. Bop, 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 bop. I got a really good one by Norman Solomon. Obama's clarifying win. The fly on the wall is the wall, but I'm not going to read it. Star Jones blasts Walters for comments in a memoir. Not going to read that either. Luis Posada Carrilles, a terrorist suspect abroad, enjoys it coming out in Miami, where they never met a terrorist they didn't like, unless he was a comunista, like that. I got a whole bunch of good stuff. Oh, and look at this. Mamma mia, it says. It says,
Mamma mia!
Papa John is raking in the dough online. Sometimes during peak hours, the phones are silent at Andy Freitas' pizza restaurants, yet the cooks are busy keeping pace with hungry customers because the orders are rolling in through the internets. How do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know you can order pizza online?
Oh, yeah.
I never knew that. Well, that's because I don't order pizza. The nation's third largest pizza delivery chain, Papa John's, trumpeted a $1 billion milestone Wednesday. They've gone over $1 billion, noting that its U.S. online sales have been growing at an average clip of more than 50% a year. In 2001, the chain's online sales totaled 20.4 million. Last year approached 400 million, and now over $1 billion. It took us 7 years to reach our first $1 billion online sales, and our current pace and growth rate will take us less than 3 years to hit our next $1 billion, said Jim Ensign, Vice President of Marketing at Papa John's. Papa John's is okay. They never stole a freight train. I mean, it's not great. But then again, what delivery pizza is great?
Right.
Can you name me one?
Nope.
WQAM, hello. Maybe Flores. I wonder if Flores delivers.
I think Pizza Loft delivers.
They do?
I think they do.
Pizza Trough. How's he doing, by the way? How come his name didn't come up on that sales meeting this morning?
That's a good question.
Well, you know, they don't want any part of anybody that likes me, you know. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil. I'm a Democrat myself, and I really don't like Republicans at all, but for some reason I just really want to...
You can do it. Come on. Get your buddy's finger out of your butt. You can do it. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It's a serious question. Were you ever thin? Because I'm really worried about diabetes in my family, and I know you speak about eating a lot, and I know you have diabetes, and I eat a lot, but I don't gain weight. And I'm just curious as to what you, if you were ever thin, or I know you're a little on the heavy side now, but I'm just wondering, when you were younger, were you thin?
Fat.
And then
Well, speaking of that, by the way, this guy's boring as hell, but you know something? There was a story I heard the other day about fat cells. Did you read this or hear it?
About what?
And that is the fat cells that are in your body when you're young, they never go away, even if you lose weight.
Right, no, they just shrink.
And that's why it's so difficult to lose the weight and keep it off.
Right, once you gain it.
Because the fat cells are always in there.
Once they're gone, it's not gone.
So you people out there that are allowing your kids to be fat, you people ought to be shot. You ought to be sterilized, fixed. Oh, here the sirens are coming to take me away now. And as soon as I said that, it stopped. I bet you they're listening. You think?
Maybe.
They're listening to the Oddcast. Isn't that what you told the guy the other day? Listen to the Oddcast?
That's it. Doesn't get any odder.
264, and we did what originally? 1,200? We're going to go over 1,500 today, mister. That is no small feat. I've seen some small feet in my time, but that ain't no small feat. 1,500 on this show where we used to have this gigantic, humongous audience, and where we used to be able to say that and play this and like that. I love the guy that called in early in the show. Oh, are you being censored? No. No, I just got tired of being potty mouth and playing funny, entertaining stuff. Are you being censored? WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
I was watching the Kentucky Derby, and I've had to suspect this for a long time. Is Hank drunk on the air?
No.
He's not?
No.
Slurring the speech?
I watched the Kentucky Derby. I didn't see Hank on the air.
I mean, ESPN before then.
Oh, I didn't see it. The answer is no. Call him up and take some shots at him, okay? Next time he comes on radio, don't waste your time with me. Don't be knocking my friend the humper. Jackass. No, he's just fat, okay? He's just fat and diabetic. And when you're fat and diabetic and you're not doing anything about it, you don't have a lot of energy. And like when they put Hank on in the morning, that was a really smart move. Nice going, guys. That was brilliant. Were there any doubts about that was going to go over like a pregnant pole vaulter on a hot July day at the equator? No. Even you guys knew it. Yep. It was doomed. I mean, some people are morning people, and some people are not. And guess what? Most of us fat people aren't really morning people. Unlike George, who rolls out of bed and got tons of energy in the morning.
I do?
Not.
Right.
Well,
coffee in a shower, boy.
What?
Coffee in a shower.
Coffee?
Oh, yeah, tons of it. Gallons of it.
It makes me just splurt my brains out.
Yeah, me too.
A wild diarrhea from coffee. It's that caffeine, man. You hear the sirens? They're going to escort me to Woodbine.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
back to the return of the Mo Howard and David Show with none other than my most hated colleague, Geldy.
Hi!
I'd like to thank everyone for the massive letter-writing campaign to get me back on the air. You know, what do you want, Mullethead? Can't you see I'm talking over here?
Yeah, but we're really not on the air.
Well, what about the letter-writing campaign? I mean, there were letters by the thousands.
I told you not to use the same return address.
I didn't use mine.
Yeah, but they returned them all to me, you bastard!
You're right. And that Jax guy is still on the air. He absconded by Giggy, and he never got raped.
Yeah, that's right. He never...
Well,
Hey, where you going?
Hey, old honky, what does he require me? I require you take off those gangster pants. Now, wait a minute. Okay. Now, bend over. Yeah, who the hell? I said bend over. No. You got it all wrong. Okay. You go home, then I go doy. You ready? Okay. Home.
132 at QAM. I just found a really interesting article. If I started now, I could read till midnight.
Okay.
I'm not going to read it. The Deep Blue Greed. The Arison clan built Carnival into a money machine by cleverly avoiding tax laws. By Ted B. Kissel in the New Times, February 3rd, 2000. I'm going to put it in at the bottom of my pile someday when things are slow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Read that article and rip the Arison family the ass that they so richly deserve. Hey, Mickey, how's the heat doing? You idiot. But it goes to show you, man, if you have a lot of money and a lot of political contacts, they'll do whatever the hell. He stepped into Mickey there in Dade County. Remember it was Mayor Pena Pequena that made that backdoor deal?
That's right.
Your boy.
My boy.
567. It's just a joke. Will you relax? One of your people. 567-0560, just like Mickey Arison's one of my people. So there you go.
One of the short
not bad.
I got to own up to all of them now.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, I got 2 pizzas for Neil.
Yeah, great. Fine. Maybe they'll bring pizza by at Gulfstream.
Okay.
No, that would be bad. Don't be bringing no carbohydrates by there when I'm there. Are we all going to get to eat?
Yeah.
We are?
Sure.
The ganze Mishpacha?
Whatever you want.
Because I'm planning on bringing by, I don't know, a few people.
Sure.
567-0560. Let's not let this phone thing die here with like 27 minutes to go. That would be really bad. I thought we had a maid in the shade here today. I was like touting 4 days in a row with heavy-duty phone activity. I mean, I'm sure, the day will come soon. Like maybe this half hour. And just like peter out. Doesn't that always happen?
Always.
After they clamor for the phone. Oh, we want the callers. We want the funny callers. We want the crazy people. We want, like that. And then, of course, I take them for a couple of days, and then that's the end of that. WQAM, hello.
I'm going to kick Gennaro in the nuts.
QAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
I heard you got talking about going to Morton Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Are you aware that there's a Dan Marino Steakhouse? Have you ever tried that out there?
There's a Dan Marino Steakhouse in Toronto?
Yes, sir.
No, there's not.
I was just curious. Also, I have a poll suggestion.
Let me ask you this. Why would there be a Dan Marino Steakhouse in Toronto?
Well, I know he's trying to be like the brainstem and go worldwide. I know he's got some out in Vegas and other places, and I was curious about Toronto.
Were you? Why were you curious about it?
Because
curiosity killed the cat, sir. Curiosity killed the cat. And if we're lucky, maybe it'll work for you, too. That sounded like the quarter schlock guy. I could be wrong about that, but I'm sure. Positive. Got a very, very annoying voice. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
I want to tell you how stupid American people are. How could you vote for a guy named Obama?
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, please.
Yeah.
I got 2 pizzas. You want them? They have anchovies on them. I can't help that. Nope.
WQAM, hello.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes, sir.
Just a quick question regarding the track that you frequent, Woodbine.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, horses come in first and second. The bet is a perfecta or exacta. Up there, it's exactors and triactors for the triple. Is that just their way of naming it? They just want to be different?
No, it's a communist plot.
No, I'm serious. I have no.
Well, what do you mean you're serious? What does that mean? You're serious? It's a Canuck thing. That's all. It's a Canadian thing.
Okay, that's all. I just never heard that other, than in
Exactor and triactor. Yeah, it's really Canucky. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. He was serious. That's the scary part of it.
Yeah.
Like words. It's a British thing, is what it is. We're going to. There's a million things like labor, Labour.
Sure.
It's that British influence, okay? It's the Queen.
Oh, God.
It's the influence of the Queen.
Oh, God.
And that's why there's still that kind of British stodgy thing. It's a holdover. It's a hangover from the days when Canada was part of the British Empire. And they still got that freaking Queen on the $20 bill, that bitch. That pasty-faced bitch with that silly little purse that she carried. My God, what's wrong with you British people? Are you crazy or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
God. Exactor and triactor. I got your triactor over here, sir. Maybe this afternoon I'll find me a good machine. That's all I care about. I don't go out there and watch the ponies running around. Well, I never did get to that thing about PETA and how they're all whipped up because the filly died, had to be destroyed after the Derby. PETA.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they ought to do is, ban cars, too, because people go out there and crash them up and get killed in them.
Well, they run over animals, too.
Yeah, that's right. I never thought about that.
All the time.
All you PETA people, get busy, man. Get busy.
Mm-hmm.
Get those cars banned because there are dogs get run over and cats and moose and elk and armadillos and little creepy critters. WQAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing today?
Okay, sir.
I just called back because I know George probably forgot to tell you that someone called in and actually is thankful for my anniversary pie from the Pizza Loft. So thanks a lot for the pie, pal.
A lot of pizza stuff going on here. What is he talking about?
Remember when Jeff came in, he gave away a whole bunch of pizzas. It was their big anniversary thing, and that guy actually called and thanked us.
Well, wasn't that nice of him?
For his pizza pie.
But he didn't have to do it again, though. WQAM, hello. Not there on 9. That's too bad, because I never give that number out. We'd be getting calls from all over the world if I did. Remember in the beginning, was it here or was it IOD? When we had that out-of-town line, No, it was here, I believe. And we started getting calls from, all kinds of places. And then they cut that off, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like New York and Chicago and places where people were listening online. And then they chopped that off, so it just became a Florida line because it was costing them too much.
That's right.
We don't want to do anything if it costs us money. I would tell you that right now. That was the bottom line of our sales get-together this morning with Jolly Joe Bell and Chris Amayahu Jones, our sales manager. If it's going to cost us money, we don't want to know from it. We don't want no part of it. If it's going to make us some money, isn't that what he said? What kind of shenanigans can we get you guys into to try to, siphon out a few bucks on the side?
That's exactly right.
Just like when they had that auction thing. Remember that Beasley auction thing on their website? Oh, well, it's another new revenue stream for the Beasleys. Yeah, I got a stream. In fact, I'm doing it in the golf club right now.
Let's stream it. Name.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Streaming 560 QAM.
The fourth leader.
Holy Mackinac! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and you're listening to the Hockey Authority, Neil God.
STD laden strip joints. Approved by Joyce. Fart sounds. Rejected by Joyce. Online gambling scams. Approved by Joyce. Word containing the word bag. Rejected by Joyce. Erectile dysfunction spots. Resoundingly approved by Joyce. Tuba sounds resembling fart sounds. Rejected by Joyce. Blatant sports-related faggery and sports show hosts encouraging kids to rob liquor stores. Happily approved by Joyce. Fart sounds. Rejected by Joyce.
Okay, 144, 16 till 2 at 560 WQAM. We got the Jerk Show coming up at 2 o'clock. Beware. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, look at that phone, dead. Can you believe that?
I believe it.
See, I forecasted. We got down to the last quarter hour, and they ran out of mustard. 5670560. Come on, you folks can do it. Did we have anybody today who called and had anything to say or not? Maybe one or two. You think?
Maybe.
I don't remember what they were, but maybe one or two. And pound 560 on the Verizon Singular wireless line. I might just have to read that story about Ted Harrison taking all that money over to Israel. And about how they made all that money based on a fine, creative way to avoid paying taxes. Stuff like that. Real classy family, if ever there was one. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know how you just played that Rejected by Joyce bit?
Yeah.
You know how you used to be able to do all your drops and stuff like that? Where, like, about 30, man, and the burping and the fart sound?
Yeah.
Just do, can you just do fart sound, a voice that says fart sound here, and then throw that in when you wanted to do the fart sound?
Throw what in?
Just the voice says fart sound. When you,
sure, Woo! Woo! I'm sure learning a lot about the radio business, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I learned the most? Stay out of it. And that's what we're doing. We aren't even close to it. We're not even related to it. How's Todd Dreck doing, by the way? He's still alive? Next time you see him, always step on him. Step on him for me. And that Petey Lenny. Now, did you get him straightened out on that copy thing? What?
Where there's no sense, there's no feeling.
If he wants me to do that spot, he's going to have to give it to you, and you can fax it to me, and I will record it before the show tomorrow, like ordinary human beings do.
Will be done.
I can't open that thing that he sent me. I can't do it on my computer. It won't do it because you know why.
I know why.
But it takes something very simple and make it complicated. That's Petey Lenny for you. And if he does come by a Gulfstream, it's the last appearance I'm doing for 50 years. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you doing, bud?
Okay, sir.
Hey, I heard you might talk about that PETA story concerning the horse and the Kentucky Derby and all that, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even worry about it because Footy reported that days ago.
Yeah.
So everyone's already got the gist on that story.
Okay, great. I'm real excited about that. Footy had it on. Woo! He's on top of the good stuff, man, that Footy. Let's see, here's a fax that says, "Greetings, Neil, George, and Chris. After watching MSNBC's coverage last night, it was confirmed for me, as if there was ever any doubt, these pundits and experts in the political media are just making all of their bullcrap up as they go along, just improvising right there on the air, not very well at that. For the preceding week or so leading up to yesterday, all the talk was about how she had all the momentum, and he was really stung by the Reverend Wright bullcrap. The other thing that's so stupid and annoying is how at the beginning they show at the bottom of the screen 0% in, with her winning Indiana 66-33. What's the point of that? Well, because they want to show you a number, that's all. It's better than Lake County, Indiana, I'll tell you that. And that illiterate mayor they got there, in Gary, Jesus. Then they go through it's too early to call, but we might change that. Too close to call, there is a difference. And it goes on, and whatever it says. Here's another one. It says, "I love Obama. I'm waiting for John Edwards to get off his ass and offer his support for him. Then he should be offered the VP. Oh, my God. He should be offered the vice presidential spot. I know I'm dreaming," says Lisa in Fort Lauderdale, but a girl can hope. Oh, God. Yeah, he sure did a great job there for John Kerry. Not. Yeah, his whole campaign, other than being this, every man's people, he's kind of like the Lou Dobbs of politics. He's the middle-class populist a-hole with the slick hair. And his whole rationale for running was his wife has cancer, Wasn't that it?
Yep.
We were supposed to feel really bad about that and therefore vote for John Edwards. And not too many people did. Make him the VP. Oh, please, the Democrats already have enough of a death wish without putting a loser like him on there. He didn't even help Kerry. They didn't even come close in North Carolina. Nothing could be finer than to keep him out of North Carolina. WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes?
Yes. What did the second-place horse get for the purse money? He ran that horse right into the ground till he died.
What are you talking about? Are you a moron? Are you an idiot or what?
Neil,
are you some kind of a simpleton or what?
Who was the jockey?
The horse was injured after the race was over, okay, schmuck?
Yeah,
the horse suffered the injury after the race was over. Putz, moron, idiot. You old turd. You are what's wrong with South Florida, sir. You and everybody like you, who sounds like you, who smells like you, who talks like you. You are the enemy of mankind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Who is the jockey?
Look it up, okay? Look it up. Like Larry would say, look it up in the book. Isn't that what Larry would say?
Yeah.
Besides loan me $50 million? WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil, that's the horse, that Kentucky Derby horse. If it's cooked, that would taste really good on pita.
WQAM, hello.
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Let me turn off my radio. Okay.
Please.
I had it, Neil. I'm out of here 6 to 8 months. I don't know if you have tomorrow's poll already, but I like to suggest a poll/survey as something in the neighborhood of like, if money was no object, where would you move to except Florida?
Mm-hmm. Why you want other people's opinion to where you should go?
Well, you know, I kind of have an idea. I just want to see...
well, what's your idea? Where are you going?
I want to go to rural America. I mean, out in the middle of the boondocks, in the middle of a mountain somewhere like George, and just, you know, do my own thing.
Right.
Where my next door neighbor's 7 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had enough of this big city crap, you know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old, but I've had enough. Can you please
Okay, well, good luck to you, sir. Next time George is on, call him up. He'll give you directions to where he lives in North Carolina.
No, I won't.
Why not?
I don't want no
Give
visitors.
the address out.
I want
Give
no
the address
visitors.
out, for Christ's sakes.
1, 2, 3, 4 Bumport.
Invite him to come up there and hang out with you.
That's right.
Nothing could be finer than to hang with George in North Carolina.
Yeah, to be alone in North Carolina.
Oh. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you? First off, I want to congratulate you on your new contract.
Oh, yeah.
Then I want to state, did you see McGovern the other day with Hillary?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What the heck? I thought he was dead.
He's 99, 120 years old.
He's doing Viagra commercials.
He's 85 and he's done not a day over 140. Yes, so what do you want? He's 85 years old. What do you want, to look like a teenager?
I just said he's not going to make any political sense at his baffling age, but to watch him on TV...
He made a lot of political sense, okay? He told her it's all over. He's moving his support from her to Obama, and it's time for her to get out. He made a lot more political sense than what you're saying, whatever you're crapping about. Because he looked old... You live in South Florida, sir. George McGovern looked like a teenager compared to most of your neighbors. He looked old. That's probably what I'm going to get when I show up at Gulfstream a week from Saturday. Oh, Neil looked so old. I mean, my God. I'll put on one of those, remember those things on the stick, those faces on the stick we used to have?
That's right, those little maskies.
Yeah. I'll bring one of those. And I'll have a little thing on my lip. What do they call them?
Oh, a flavor saver.
Flavor saver on my bottom lip. Or maybe just a chanker instead. Now, let's see how we did here today on this poll. We sold out our certificates in 38 minutes. And 303, what was the first number, 1208?
1208 and 304.
You did over 1,500 votes today, Mr. You deserve a gigantic pay raise.
All right.
You're not going to get it.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
It's Dave in Miami town at 560 WQAM.
Joe, hurry up. We're ready for the audition.
I'll be done in a minute, Clarence.
Leave her alone, you brute!
Pipe down, you muttonhead. You don't talk about Joe Feinberg like that. You better learn how to worship the privilege like the rest of us lemmings.
Okay, I'm done. At least until my next bad day at the track.
Attention, ladies. I asked you all here today to judge our finalists for the 790 WQAM auditions. Will our 3 finalists come out of the closet, please? Audition finalist number 1. What is your name and what do you really do?
Hiya, pal. My name is the Fabulous Sports Bay. I do a show that amounts to nothing, and I do it very badly. I got what you call face for radio. And I don't belong there either. Which is perfect for the way you run the station you got here. Good night, everybody.
Finalist number 2.
My name's Ugas Belch. I used to sell peanuts at Shea Stadium.
Finalist number 3. My name is Larry Bluestein, and I like college and high school sports because I enjoy talking about and cheering for someone's kid I don't personally know because I get moist over young athletes that smell like bacon.
Oh, I like you. You got a great voice.
Do you have any experience in radio? Well, I realized what a great voice I have when I sang in the shower. My mama told me so. Ladies, we have a winner. Okay, everybody, all together now.
Sports
is the only thing that matters.
Bye. The biggest names, the best talent. And your home for Miami Dolphins football. Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.